Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dawnward. Today is
Hello.
episode 4 of 5. Today I have with me again Irelai Art and Shane.
Hello.
Okay, so guys, it's been a while. Had a little break since last time, but we are back to finish off the mini-series with just 2 more episodes. Today might be a bit of a long one, so get some popcorn, sit down and enjoy. So if you guys don't have any other questions, we should just jump straight in.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. So, last session was the 30th of Zenith Day, when the twin moons of Sirian and Elia eclipse. When last we left off, our 3 adventurers, Baldric, Sylvine, and the bard Vandrel, awoke in the morning of Zenith Day, where they cashed in their bounty for removing the bandits from this sort of mushroom cave near the burnt-down villa, just to the northwest of Varlon. The Jarl paid the group a fair sum of 80 silver to split amongst them, and they discussed with Savar their leads on who has been killing and kidnapping children in the town. With Harvest Day looming, the Jarl was growing more uneasy by the day. With no true suspect, the Jarl gave them till nightfall, where he would instead enlist the services of somebody else. With Baldric and Vandrel needing their armor repaired, they ventured to the local blacksmith, who happened to be in a relationship with Vandrel's fellow bardess, Lyria. The Elven bard also organised with Lyria for her to make Sylvine a new dress. And Sylvine, what colours were you wanting specifically? Was there anything in particular?
I think it was a blue that I wanted.
Ooh, a blue, okay.
Yeah. Because I
Sounds
already
nice.
have a red one at the moment.
Yeah, that's got holes all through it from
Huh?
spider acid and...
What? Really? Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Later, Sylvine and Baldric returned to the Temple of Light in Varlon, where Sylvine learned that Priestess Anna had somewhat discreetly returned to practicing pyromancy using the tome you had gotten from Alvine, right? Meanwhile, Baldric confided again with Head Priestess Irina, who offered a small guidance in his quest. The two of you also revisited Alvine, where Sylvine you handed in the worm's crown that Alvine had been after. And you also retrieved Vandrel's peculiar elixir, which the both of you learnt was in fact an attempt to regrow his missing arm. When the duo returned to the town, they found the Temple of Light in flames, with strange pincer marks all over the walls on the exterior. With 2 priestesses dead inside, both of you saved the remaining priestesses inside. Baldric, you rescued Head Priestess Irina, who divulged that something was stolen from her room. And while Sylvine rescued Anna the Pyromancer, she described to you these invisible strange monsters. And with the temple in flames and Anna being a pyromancer, that was just something that was a little bit off. Via Ulfric and most of the guards, along with the Hunters Guild headed by Hovar, decided to venture to Gossamer Mine, which was known to once be home to a brood of wyverns. With the town left largely undefended, Ulfric left that duty to the 3 of you, and a couple of the more pathetic guards. Patrolling the streets, they came across Trina, well armored and ready for a fight, who seemed to be joining the fight even though she is a woman. They also found the boy Itris, whose father Eskel had been searching for him. He'd seemed to have run off during all the commotion going on in the town. Itris was sad and jealous of his new mother and soon-to-be new sibling, who he feared would replace him. Before the 3 of you could find any more leads, the north side of town was attacked by necrotic spiders, seemingly scuttling from the direction of Alvine the apothecary's hut. After defeating the giant spiders, the 3 of you watched as the townsfolk banded together, arresting Alvine for a public execution for witchcraft. And that night at the tavern, as the eclipse of the twin moons end, is where we shall pick up, as the three of you, bruised and bloodied, make your way back inside.
I was gonna say though that the god wasn't very pathetic. He was like a Chad god.
Oh, was he?
Good point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did actually put up a bit of a fight. One of them did.
Yeah.
So, the three of you stumble back into the tavern, slamming the doors open. And there are a few people in the tavern at this hour. It's sundown at this point. Spiders have been dealt with, bursting into green necrotic flames. And the three of you, you've got cuts all over you. Some of you are bleeding pretty badly. As you fall in, you can see that, what's her name? I've completely blanked. Esther, the tavern keeper, she launches herself, her wide frame just flies over the counter and she dashes towards you. Oh goodness, what happened? What's been going on?
Oh, just some fire spiders.
Fire? What do you mean fire spiders? Oh dear. And
Giant spiders that burst into flames.
you hear someone push from the back, and you can see guards coming in with spears, bloodied, blood all over their armor, and they walk through. The town's been attacked by spiders. And as you see, you're not sure who this man is. Just looks to be wearing an iron helm and leather and fur all over him, but he's completely bloodied and bruised. We dealt with them all at the southern gate, but the three of you, I heard you dealt with the ones up north. Is everything safe over there? Is everything safe? Spit it out!
Yes, it's safe. We've got them all.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, you lot stay here. I'm gonna go check on the others. And he turns and runs, and Esther just kind of looks around. You said fire spiders? What?
Yes, but they're outside the walls. Don't worry, you're safe.
Well, the three of you need to be tended to. Should I send someone to go get a priestess or something?
What for?
To heal her?
Do they heal here?
Well, of course they do.
Oh. I've never met a healer.
You over there! And she points over at someone sitting at the table. And he turns around and he's still sipping on ale. Go and get the priestesses, can't you see that hurt? And he very slowly gets up and starts walking over to the door, just like as slow as possible. Basically a sloth.
I'm not too bad, just a bit of acid.
A bit of acid? Oh dear. Can I get you lot anything to drink? Come sit down. Vandrel just immediately just goes, ugh. Falls on the counter.
Oh, do you know if my dress is ready yet? I really do need to change.
Then Esther kind of looks you up and down. And Vandrel turns. Just give me a minute. I'll go see where Lyria is. I hope she was staying here and nothing happened. Esther, I'll take just anything. Anything. Alright then. And she turns and waddles off behind the counter again.
I go and perch on a chair.
Alright. How about you, Baldric?
I'm just going to walk over to the counter where Esther is.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop down 10 silvers onto the counter. Give her just like a little nod, and I'm just going to walk up to my room.
Alright. Vandrel's going to kind of turn and look at you as you go. And he's going to turn to you, Sylvain. Is he going to be alright?
Is anything different than usual?
I guess he's made of rock. Does he, heal quicker than others?
Does he feel pain?
I don't know. And Esther turns and slides a tankard of ale over to Vandrel, and he winks at her. Thanks. All right. Well. Sylvain, you know you saw them take away Elvine, right?
Yes, there was nothing I could do.
Yeah, but do you think she's innocent?
Yes.
Well,
I believe she is.
do you have any proof?
Well, we were just with her before the spiders attacked.
That's true. But she had spiders in her place. I've seen them before.
And are there spiders in this tavern?
And Vandal kind of looks up and Esther scowls at him. I don't think so.
There are spiders everywhere. Spiders live everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good point. But, you know, you and
What
we're...
about the spiders that came out of the church?
True. Though I didn't see anything. Just throwing that out there.
Yes, but when the spiders attacked the church, we were with Elvine.
That's true. That is true.
So, if anything, if the priestesses or those in the church have magic, perhaps they made the spiders. Though it is on the special Zenith day, so perhaps they just came through themselves.
And Esther kind of leans in as she's, got a cloth and she's wiping some cups. Well, just between you and me, I've seen all sorts of things going on around Zenith Day. I have.
Anything like this?
Not in the town, but, well, a few years ago when I was training to be a tavern keeper over in Hartnell, being taught by, me uncle, I saw monsters. If I would peek over the fence, over the gates, peeking outside the town, I'd see all sorts of things. It's not a good day. A day of omens.
But what kept them from coming into the towns before?
Well, the guards, I would hope, or just the fact that they want to stay away from people most of the time. I think most monsters don't actually mean us harm, they just want to survive, but the problem is they're so large.
Then that's very strange that they should attack the town, or that the guards should struggle to handle them.
That is to do, but...
Yes, very strange indeed. And didn't the men go off to try and find some cave where they were coming from?
Yes, they headed out over to Gossamer Mine. That's where the wyverns were from.
Well, then how could it be Elvine if they're in the church, outside the north gate, in a cave? They're from all these different places, and I was with Elvine.
Wait a second. The guard, he just said there were spiders at the south gate. If they came from Elvine's, how were they down at the south gate?
Well, how were they in any of these places?
Well, look, the townspeople, and Esther, you'll know this. Once they get that mob mentality going, you can't do anything. The best thing we could do is talk to the Jarl.
Or we could find another culprit, but I don't even think there is another culprit. The monsters just attacked.
Vandrel takes a huge swig and finishes off his tankard.
What was her name? Sorry. Could you tell me what the name of that lady is that I like?
The Fletcher lady?
The burnt lady.
Oh, Arna?
Oh,
Priestess
yes.
Arna? Mm-hmm.
Is Arna here? Is she alright? I told her to... I had her brought here.
I'm sorry, Arna? I don't know the name.
The priestess from the church.
Oh, the priestess, yes. She's alright. She's resting up now, but I think the head priestess, Irena's in there with her right now.
Could I see her?
Well, you don't have to ask me. You can do whatever you want, but...
Oh, right. And I get up and go, which door is it?
Oh, down the end there. The one closest to the stage.
Okay. I go there and I knock politely.
Alright, and Vandral does not follow. He just sort of sits there and engages in conversation with Esther once you turn around and head on over. And Baldric, have you just gone to sleep? What are you up to right now?
And I haven't gone to sleep. I'm just sitting in my room, sort of like just praying to myself, just trying to calm myself from the day and try and forget the past.
Alright. I'll come back to you in a minute. Sylvain, you head off over to the far end of the tavern, and you walk past there's about 5 to 10 people in the tavern right now. Those that arrested Alvin and perhaps feel a little bit bad about it. They've come to drink their sorrows away, perhaps. Not quite sure. But as you head on over to the door, you knock. Just a moment.
I wait politely. Kind of picking at the burnt edges of the acid holes in my dress.
Eventually, you hear a lock slide across and the door opens, and you can see... Opens just very slightly, just to allow a face to move into frame, and you see Irina, and she looks up at you. Oh yes, my dear.
Hello.
Can I help you?
I need to come in and see Arna.
I'm afraid she won't be seeing anyone right now.
Why not?
Well, you saw what happened. We were attacked. She needs to rest.
Yes, and I'm the one who pulled her out.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, yeah, I need to make sure she's alright.
With +2.
Don't it? Where
First
is
roll of the game.
Woo!
it? Okay, I don't know how to do it, so...
Empathy?
1.
Persuasion. +2.
Oh.
Good luck.
9.
Yeah, she shakes her head. I'm sorry, but you should come back in the morning.
Oh, hang on, that was a D6. You need to do a
Oh.
D10.
+4 to that, basically, right?
Oh,
So
so 15.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry, 13.
Yeah, same thing. She just shakes her
Aw.
head. No, I'm sorry. You'll have to come back in the morning. She's barely conscious as it is.
Oh, well, this is incredibly important, though. Did you hear about the execution that's going to happen?
Execution? What are you talking about?
They're going to execute Elvine.
The apothecary? Well, I don't
Yeah.
want anything to do with her. She does not follow the faith.
Oh, so I suppose you don't care about people, then?
I don't have time for people that worship other people.
Who does she worship?
Do you know much about alchemy, dear?
No, I don't.
Alchemists worship themselves. They worship... well... they worship Chimica, who... the first alchemist. She was a mortal, not a god.
Well, you're never going to convert anyone if you let them be killed.
She slams
I
the
need
door
to
shut.
How rude!
The lock goes across again, just kind of slowly. And you hear
No
footsteps
decency from people like that. I guess I can't expect it since she's indoors all day.
Yeah, so that was quite rude, wasn't it? And
Daddy?
a
Who's
voice from behind calls out, Daddy!
Who's that?
And you see the familiar woman before you is Lyria.
Oh, it's you.
Hello, how are you?
Doing great, I say, like, splaying the, like, burnt up dress.
Yes, Van Drell told me about that. Dreadful. If you come with me, just for a moment.
Alright.
And she sort of saunters off and jumps up onto the stage and heads off towards sort of the back of the stage, where there's a very slight backstage area just off to the side, down one of the wings. And she beckons you to come up and join her.
I follow.
You see, I was a bit nervous with, well, everything that's been going on, and so I got to work and it's not quite finished. If you wait till the morning, I can stay up and do it. I won't be performing tonight, given all the guards are, well, most of the townsfolk are not interested in being here.
Are you sure? Perhaps a performance might cheer them up.
No, I mean, no one's going to be here. I'm not performing
Oh.
for these drunkards.
Oh, I see. Well, do you know anything about when the execution's going to be?
The execution? No, I don't, actually. That's a good question, though.
Everyone is telling me wait till the morning for everything, and I don't even know how much time I have before my friend dies.
Oh, she's your friend, really?
Yes, I become friends with people rather quickly when we're kindred spirits.
What do you mean by kindred spirits?
You know, someone who feels alone and... Oh, you know, someone, a woman,
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. And she slaps you on the shoulder, kind of boisterously.
I kind of flinch, like...
Yeah, she turns... Anyway, and she heads on off into the wings, and you can see on this sort of makeshift wood and linen mannequin is this... It's not quite finished. There's some embroidery around the sort of collar and shoulders, but she has spent the entire day making this very beautiful blue and gold trimmed dress. And she turns to you. What do you think?
Oh, it's looking great. I can't wait to wear it.
Now, I must ask you, did Vandrel try and charge you for this?
No?
Oh, perfect. Then you can pay me.
Okay.
How does 40 silver sound?
I'll think about it when I see how nice it is when it's done.
Oh, alright then. Well, I put a lot of work into this.
Well, you seem to have done it rather quickly.
Oh, well, I'm just good at what I do, and I've been sitting here all day after what happened, and I had nothing better to do. She's a liar! Liar! And you hear a voice call out from the stage. She didn't make it! And
So,
Vandrel jumps up onto the stage and runs in behind you. Ha! I knew it! Vandrel, really? I would have split the silver with you, you idiot. Yeah, but I'm not gonna let you lie to my new friend Sylvain. Now, Sylvain, that dress, it's a nice dress, but it's an old costume that she's been just doing up, and she was gonna charge you full price commissioning for making a full dress, and that's not even a finished one.
Oh. Well, as long as I get something to wear, though I won't be paying full price, of course.
And what was full price? How much did she offer to charge?
40 silver.
40 silver! Lyria, really? Well, I have to make some coin. Look, we don't have an audience. Yeah. So? We've always, we've always made our way. I made some silver off of those bandits. You didn't come and help me with that. You were too busy with friggin' Halor. Oh, are we really going to go there, Vandrel? Sylvain, would you excuse us, please?
Gladly.
Yeah, and you know what? And you just head out the wing and head off the stage.
Yeah, it's probably time for her to go to bed. So she's gonna go up to her room.
You are? Sylvain is?
Yeah.
Alright, you head up to your room, and are you gonna go to sleep, or are you gonna do anything beforehand?
She's gonna kind of stare at the necklace for a while, and then she's gonna go to sleep.
Yep. Are you wearing that necklace?
No.
Okay. roll a faith check for me.
What for?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Well, yeah, I don't know what that is, so.
Will. Faith. If you don't have any, then it would just be your will stat and a d10.
Oh, I got a critical.
Oh, you got a critical. Whoa.
Nice.
Ugh.
What?
Whoa! It speaks to you.
Hello, I'm a Nicholas.
Yeah.
No, but wow, that's pretty good. That's 27?
Yeah.
As you're holding the necklace, and it's sort of this onyx sort of like black tone in the metalwork and stuff. It looks almost like sinister very slightly. But as you touch it, you feel like it has this sort of otherworldly tether to someplace else. But it's not a place that feels bad. It's a place that feels very good and warm and very welcoming. But that's all for now. That's all you can feel by touching it. Alright. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Me?
Hmm.
No, I said she went to sleep.
Okay, Dunk, you go to sleep. Baldric. Is there anything that you do before going to sleep for the night?
Yes. So when I hear Sylvine, like, I go into her room, because our rooms are right next to each other, right?
Yes.
After like a minute of hearing her go into her room, I'm gonna come out and I would like to go knock at her door.
Okay. Alright.
Excuse me?
It's Baldric.
Okay.
Can I come in?
Why?
I would like to talk.
Do we need to talk in my room?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I come out of the room.
I'm gonna be walking down over to the fire as you're coming out.
I was just...
Oh, your voice cut out, sorry.
Oh,
Sylvia.
hello. She fell down the stairs. I managed to just catch her in time.
Oh, she DC'd. Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Welcome back.
fell down the stairs. No, she's sleepwalking. I was just about to go to sleep, I said.
Oh, do you have 5 minutes just before you go to sleep?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. You want to go to your room or my room?
Oh, do we need to be in our rooms?
I prefer to not talk where other people can hear.
Can the door be open?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. It's not done to be in a room alone with a man at night, you know.
Right.
Okay. Do you have chairs in your room?
Chairs?
To sit on?
Great question.
You do not.
I
You have a bed.
I don't have chairs.
Yeah. You have a
Oh
bed
well,
and a nightstand.
I'll stand. I'll stand.
Okay. So we're going into my room, eh? So I'm just gonna go sit on the bed, just so I don't look as threatening. I'd like to apologize for the last couple of days.
Oh, whatever for?
I haven't been myself. I seem to have got a bit caught up in everything that's happening here, and I'm a bit over my head at the moment. I'm not too sure what I'm doing.
You did seem a bit angered by Zenith Day. Is something wrong with Zenith Day?
Well, I used to be a mercenary. But about 10 years ago on this day, I lost someone I loved very dearly.
Oh no.
And, well, today's a tough day. And seeing all the death around didn't help. But
Does death bother you?
bother? Death?
Yes.
It's a reminder of my old life.
Oh, who did you lose?
Someone very, very close. But, well, I'm over this town, if I'm completely honest. But I've been thinking, and maybe I didn't come to this town to help the town. I came here and I happened to come across you. So maybe you're the reason I was supposed to come to this town.
Oh really? Do you think I need some help?
Not that you need help, far from it, frankly. You've been helping me this entire time. But it just seems a bit strange that our fates came together, and as I'm going to the capital and you're from the capital, just something doesn't seem quite right. And everything that's happening in this town, I'm not too sure there's any good here, but I can feel some sort of goodness from you. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to follow you.
Well, we're journeying together anyway, right? To solve this mystery.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I'm
Work
no
together
longer
instead of working separately next to each other.
pretty much, yes.
Sounds wonderful, yes. I would much prefer that.
Yeah.
So, we can be like friends?
If that's what you would like to be, then sure.
Well, I do like to make friends. They don't stick around since the antlers stuck around, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it would be nice to have some friends. But that's why I'm so concerned about Eldrine. I don't
Why?
think
What happened?
She was taken, and she's going to be executed.
Oh.
But I don't think she did it.
You don't think she did it? Then who did it?
Does someone have to do it? Doesn't Zenith Day release monsters?
Well, I don't know what happens down here.
Yes. But I heard that it's not normal for the monsters to attack, but they attacked on both sides of the town, and they attacked within the town. And I really wanted to talk to the priestess Anna from, your church, but I couldn't get to her.
Where is she?
She's in this tavern, but the head priestess won't let me in.
Maybe I could handle with the head priestess if you'd like to talk to Anna.
That would be wonderful, yes.
Do you particularly mind how I deal with the head priestess?
Oh no, she's very rude, so I don't mind.
Okay.
Well, it's so exciting we're going to be working together.
Well, do you want to lead the way?
Yes, let's go.
Sounds like we don't have much time.
Yes, I don't know when the execution will be, but anything we can do will help. Seems like I won't be going to sleep for a little bit. So I march out of the room.
Alright.
I'm gonna follow.
The two of you head down the steps. You can hear very faint singing.
Oh.
The voice of a man, seemingly. It's very, very quiet.
Is it a familiar voice?
Yeah, it's Vandro. As you get down the bottom, you can see there's it's pretty much empty. There's one or two people in here, but they're sleeping. Esther seems to have retired for the evening. You don't even know. You can't see anyone at the counter or anyone else really, but the fire's going. Someone's tending to it apparently. But you can see old Vandrell's sitting on the edge of the stage, and he's got a notebook out scrawling. Now, what if to be the yeah?
I show Baldric to the room where they're in.
Alright, eventually you come down to the other end of the tavern, up to the door, and Vandrop sees you guys coming closer and looks up. Oh, you guys are still up? What are you doing?
I need to speak to Anna. Baldrick's going to help.
Oh, really? Well, have fun then. I'm working on something. Just holler if you need me. Yes, we can do it. And you head on up to the door, and it's closed and probably locked.
They're in there.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and gently knock on the door.
Okay. Doot, doot, doot. No answer.
I'm just gonna knock again.
Doot, doot, doot. Who's there?
I'm just gonna knock on the door again.
All right. Lock slides. Door opens, and you see Irina half awake, peeking out. Who's there? Oh.
As the door opens and I see it's Irina, I would like to forcibly, like, with my shoulder bunt the door open, and as I'm doing that, I'd like to grab her and put her into a chokehold, and then just,
My goodness.
gently hold her until she passes out, but not kill her, just so she gets unconscious.
Alright, door pushes open, you grab her, put her up against the wall very nicely. Please don't, just put me down, you're back again! Don't hurt me!
No, I'm covering her mouth so she can't speak. No noise.
Oh my goodness.
And Sylvain, you're just standing there, doors open, and you can see Anna is resting on the bed. Anna stirs from this and she just turns gently and looks over. Oh, Sylvain.
Can I get past to her?
Yeah, you can walk in. Sylvain, and
Anna.
she puts out an arm, a bandaged arm, and grabs you.
I gently take her hand.
And she coughs a bit.
Are you alright?
It's just the smoke. I've dealt with it before. I should be better in a day or two.
Now, it may be rude to be talking about it, but do you know anything about those spiders? Anything more? Because we fought them outside the gate and they burst into green flames.
Green flames? Is that
Yes,
so?
And I can't think of anything else except that pyromancy and necromancy had to have been mixed to create such a beast, you know?
Necromancy pulls from realms of fire.
Does it?
Yes.
Does that mean that pyromancy would work very well together?
No, I doubt it would even be necessary. It just sounds like good old normal necromancy to me.
And how would we be able to know who could make something like that?
I'm sorry, I really don't know. Necromancy is kind of a normal thing down here in Varlon, but not in the form we're talking about.
I have to ask, did you have anything to do with it, or did you read anything in the book about it?
In the book, maybe.
Is there any weakness that they might have?
I remember reading something when I was having a look for you, but I must admit I did have a look mostly for myself. But when I
Yeah.
was looking, I did see I did see something about necromancy and arachnids.
Did you?
And she leans up a little bit in the bed. Baldrick, she's like, Irina's really struggling now to get out.
I've choked her out by now.
Oh, you choked her unconscious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah,
go
okay.
ahead.
She's limp
Yeah.
as a biscuit, whatever,
And
whatever the
then
saying is.
as she's gone, then I'll go over to her bed and tuck her in so she's all comfortable.
All right, you put her down.
Night.
Go to sleep. Yeah, but yeah, you put her down, no problem. And Arna kind of turns. Oh, I remember reading something. It spoke of monsters that resemble spiders, but they're more human.
Oh. You know how pyromancy burnt your hands? Is there any sign that comes with necromancy?
That's a great question, but none that I can think of.
I just don't know what to do. Do you know Elvine?
I do. I know Elvine, yes.
Do you think she could have made them?
Well, the tome is from her, is it not? I just assume.
So you think she did make them?
I'm not sure, but have you ever heard of the sort of legend of the La'ash?
No?
Well, the La'ash is a creature, a necromancer who delves too deeply into undead magic and is eventually consumed by souls of black dharma.
Well, then that couldn't be Elvine at all.
I've never seen a La'ash myself, but I've heard that they can devour entire villages.
Oh. Well, I don't know what to do, but thank you for your time. Are you going to be alright?
I'll be alright. Just need to rest for a while.
Alright.
I like to walk over and kneel down so that I'm like head level with Anna.
Right.
Anna, when we came, was it Irina? Is that the head priestess?
Yep.
Irina was. It appears she was having some sort of night terrors, and she was having trouble, and so it looked like she was going to injure herself, and so we managed to help her and get her back to sleep. So in the morning, she may wake up and be a bit of delusion about what happened last night and start saying some weird, crazy things. But I would calm her mind and remind her that none of it's true. It's only a nightmare.
Don't worry, Baldric, I understand.
We've all had a tough day.
Arna's
sleep.
very good at keeping secrets.
She flicks
good to
her sort of field of vision back to you, Sylvine. Comes with the job for both of us, I suppose.
Well, you rest now. You'll be safe here.
Wait, before you go, you should take the tome. It's in better hands with you.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Alright, and the tome is just sitting on a little nightstand. You can take it if you want.
I think I took it off her last time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably did, yeah.
But I'll just say yes, thank you.
Okay, my mistake.
She's sleep deprived. She doesn't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
well, what's going on?
You already gave me the tome, but thank you. It's just her diary.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'll leave her to sleep then. Okay, so I'll exit the room.
Alright. You guys close the door behind you. You can hear the familiar voice of Vandrel, and he's seems to be piping up a little bit more, and he's sort of got he's tapping his feet on the back of the raised wooden stage, and he's just humming some.
He's been drinking a lot, hasn't he?
Ah, that's great. Yes, and as
I'll
you guys
go
walk
over
away
to
from
it.
the door,
Oh.
he sees you guys before you even can walk close enough to him. He looks, "Hey guys, how'd it go?
It went well, but I still have nothing to... no evidence or reason to stop them killing Elvine.
Well, you should probably wait until the morning.
Why?
Because Arelson culture says that before an execution, you can... What's the word?
How much you been drinking tonight, Bandura?
I haven't been... I haven't. Wait, what were we talking about again?
Something
Why
about
should
tradition.
we wait until the morning?
Wait until the morning?
Yes, about the execution.
Oh, the execution. Yeah. Because you can make an appeal to the Jarl.
Yes, but what should I say to the Jarl?
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't think it was Elvine, but I have nothing to save her.
Do they have any proof that she did it?
I don't think they have proof she did it, only that she could do it.
Well, you know, these Arelsons are racist bastards. And just because she's different, they went after her. The only thing they know is that those spiders came from over near her place. Well, they were walking from that direction, but that's the direction of the mountains too. Not fair, in my opinion.
Do you think the spiders came from the mountains?
Well, I've known Elvine for years now, and she's always been kind to me. She always makes up my elixir, as awful as that is to do.
I was thinking, the only people who live outside the town, besides Elvine near the wall, would be bandits, right? Couldn't the bandits have figured something out?
Well, if you ask me, why would a bandit be a band if they could do magic? Wouldn't they just go make money doing it something else?
No, I
There it
think
is.
they like being part of big groups.
Yeah, I like being part of groups because I like you, Baldric, and you, Sylvine.
Well, when we found the bandits, they were in caves, playing with wormswood. What else have they been doing? Did
I
they
don't
send
know.
the spiders to attack after what we did? Were they after us?
And he stretches out and pushes himself off the stage beside you guys. Did you get a chance to talk to Sylvine?
Talk to Elvine?
Alvine, sorry, wrong one. Yeah.
Not really. Not since. She just... I watched her be dragged away, but there was nothing I could do.
Well, you're a magician. Why don't you do magic and go talk to her or something? I don't know.
I bring things back to life. I can't just teleport.
Well, that would be pretty cool if you could. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed.
Where
And-
do you live?
Me?
Yeah.
I just have a room here.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask one more thing. What happened to your arm?
What happened to this? And he lifts up his brass arm. This thing?
Yeah.
And he
yes.
slaps it around and it just looks like Goofy as flailing in the air. This?
Yes.
Oh, you know, I consider you and you, Baldric, real friends, so I'll tell you the story. Come, take a seat. Take a seat.
I take a seat.
Gonna take.
Alright. He pulls up a stool beside you and sits down. Let me tell you a story of Vandrel. Do you want to know what my real name is?
Yes, please?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm all antlers.
Yeah, pulls out his notebook and writes it down. Well, my real name is Philivandrel Uriel II. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I understand why you shortened it.
Yeah, but I'm royalty, okay?
Oh. Where?
Erosia. My
Oh.
parents were nobles.
What are you doing here in Arlof?
Long story, but, well, my parents were assassinated, and, well, I spent a long time trying to, figure out what happened. I did figure it out, but I couldn't prove it, could I? Because that corrupt bastard's over there. So, became a bard, lost my arm, trying to. And he just starts crying.
I awkwardly pat his shoulder.
And
What's going on?
Lyria walks out from the wings just as you guys are whispering to each other. Starts walking towards you guys. She leaps off the stage and walks over to you. Excuse me, what are you doing here? Did you upset him?
No, he upset himself.
Of course he did. Just leave him with me. Would you mind?
No, not at all.
Alright, thank you. And she
I
leans
actually
down and...
do mind. I think he should go back to his room.
That's what I'm going to do, dear.
And you're going to leave him in his room by himself.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just checking.
What did you think I was going to do?
I don't know what you do.
Are you...
Smith guy, right?
Sorry? One more time?
The Smith guy, right? That's what you do?
Yes.
How
He's
uncouth.
my partner.
Right.
Do you take me for some sort of... Well, pardon my language, whore?
You said it, not me.
Excuse me? And Vandal... and he's like wiping tears off his eyes. Don't be mean to my friend! But he's seemingly like you're not sure who he's not looking at either of you.
Anyway,
Yes, quite right. Don't be mean to me.
Oh, hilarious. Sure. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll be off.
All right then. All right, Vandal. And she takes him off into wherever his room is.
Well, do you have anything else, Baldric?
There's one thing. During the discussion with Vandrel before he started crying, brought up a good point. Maybe the spiders might have been a distraction for something. Maybe something might have happened whilst all of the guards left the town.
Oh. Like what?
Good question. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow. Hopefully more children have been slaughtered.
Yeah. Well,
But-
I guess we can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
Well, good night then.
Let's see what the owl has to say tomorrow. Good night.
I'll go up to bed.
All right. And both of you head off to sleep.
Yeah.
All right. You may replenish your health and other values now.
Yay!
And since it is the new day, you're now considered vocation rank 4. So
Yay!
your HP is now higher. You now have access to new glyphs and whatnot. Getting stronger every session.
Yeah.
The sun rises on the 1st of Crepuscus. It is a new month. And
Yay!
tomorrow is Harvest Day.
Oh, yay!
Before the crack of dawn, you can already hear denizens of people rushing into the tavern, and before you can even get up out of the bed, you can hear raucous laughter and pushing and shoving of tables and chairs. It's probably what wakes the both of you up after the long rest you've both taken after the battle yesterday. But now it is time for me to roll for the Dharmic effect for the day. We'll be
that's all
taking
right.
yours, Baldric. Oh, it was close! 5 off, 75.
Oh.
Right now, I will roll for the effect for the day.
So we're gonna have a bad day.
Yes, you're gonna have a very bad, not so good day.
Jaden's fault. Jaden's fault.
4. Oh dear. Monsters are empowered by Black Dharma, dealing an extra 1d6 damage. Oh, I hope you don't come across any monsters today.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
We
we
should just
won't.
Let's just sleep the entire day, I reckon. Take it easy.
Yes, so unfortunately, as both of you are roused from your sleep, you do feel that something about today is not quite right. Yeah, you wake up eventually, and one of you actually gets a knock on the door, as they've seemingly been waiting outside for any sign of noise. Sylvain.
Why is everyone doing that to me?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. You're the popular girl now, but yeah, you hear. Sylvain is.
Hello?
Are you up? It's Lyria.
Oh.
Hello. Oh, hello.
I open the door.
And she is holding up in front of you whilst the door opens. She has completely gone over this dress and added the finest embroidery work you have ever seen. This is like royalty level. She's added the gold trim around the collar and around the like where a belt would go and around the shoulders, but then sort of in between the sort of the blue fabric trim lines that intersect around where a corset could be worn and around like the hem around the waist, there is this just fine crocheting work of like beautiful flowers twirling around with petals and other beautiful designs. She holds it up. I finished the dress for you.
Oh wow, this is amazing.
Right on. And she shoves it in your face.
Okay, wait here, and I close the door and get changed.
Do you need help?
No, I'm fine.
All right.
And then I can't get the back of it up, and I'm like, covering. Actually, could you zip it up?
Yes. She pushes open the door and zips it up. And
wow, thank you.
other than being just slightly too short for you, she didn't factor in just how tall you were, so it lifts off the ground just slightly, which is actually a good thing for you, being out adventuring and whatnot. So win-win. But she steps back and she sort of puts her hands, crosses her arms and puts one hand up to her chin. It's a bit short at the ankles, don't you think?
Oh, I didn't want it to trail on the ground.
I suppose that's a good point, actually. Well,
Yes, so how much did you want for it?
it's on the house.
What? No, I couldn't.
No, it's quite fine. I think I gave you the wrong impression. Well, I think I give a lot of people the wrong impression, but I hope that you'll find with me that I'm not like any of the other bardesses out there.
Well, I think you have earned my respect and some coins. So
Oh,
how much do you want?
Oh, just 10 silver is fine. I didn't
I'll
do
give you
much.
20.
Oh, Sylvain, that's much too nice.
I gave her 20 coins. A lady does not accept free clothes.
Well, I suppose that's right. Guess
Here
that
you
doesn't
are.
make me a lady then. And she reaches out and takes the silver.
You don't have to be a lady to be a good person.
You're full of wisdom, Sylvain.
or just very, very unfunny jokes.
Well, they make Vandrel laugh, and that's nice to see.
I do appreciate that I can make somebody laugh.
Well,
What? Thank you, anyway. So...
yes, and if you need anything else, I have a lot of costumes that don't really get used nowadays, so...
Oh, that would be great. Or if you could fix the acid holes somehow in my dress. I don't know how that would be possible.
No, you'll need magic for something like that.
Or to put like patches on the inside so that there are colors showing through, you know.
I could do something like that, but, well, we're really busy setting up for the festival tomorrow, and she looks over the banister down into the loud tavern below.
Well, good luck for the festival preparations.
Alright, thanks, and she turns and skips away.
Oh, thank goodness I have some actual clothes to wear. I guess I just, like, slowly make my way down into the tavern.
Alright. And Baldric,
So when I heard the knocking and them interacting with each other, I would like to have left my room, and I want to head back over to Irina's room.
Alright, so the two of you head down the steps down at the bottom of the tavern. Sorry, burping. Head down in the tavern. You can see that almost every table is full again, just like it was when you first arrived in Varlon. There are people from all over the place wearing strange outfits, just in colors of rainbows, and some people who are much too scantily clad for the wintry weather of Araroth. They just have like leather singlets on, sort of like leather harnesses and things like that. Looks like they've come from west and they're just sitting there shaking. But you can see that Esther is running around handing off drinks left, right, and center. And then you've also got, it looks like the maid Feya, who you met once. She is running around handing off drinks as well, and then looks to be that I've got actually 2 extra hires on hand to hand around drinks. But yeah, Baldric. Sylvain, do you join Baldric?
No, but I do say good morning.
Okay.
Good morning. Oh, that looks pretty.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to have a change of clothes. Hopefully for a change of pace.
As you guys turn to head down towards Irina's room, the doors push open, and a little wintry gust flies in and hits the both of you as you're near the bottom of the steps. Valia Ulfric walks in, and he's got fresh cuts over his face. Looks like they've been sort of patched up a little bit, and bleeding has stopped, but they're very fresh, and he turns. Ah! Door for you! Come with me!
Oh,
In a moment.
yes. Good morning.
No, can't wait! Y'all wants to see you. It's about Alvin.
Oh, good. That's exactly what I wanted to see him for.
I'm just leaning back to you, Sylvie. I'll be there in a moment.
Oh, all right.
You go ahead.
I go over to Ulfric.
Alright, so
I'm
as you
gonna
hit on
turn.
over... You're just gonna turn ahead
Yeah.
further on.
Yeah.
Is he deaf?
No.
Alright. 5 minutes, go! He
I was wondering,
yells at you, Sylvain.
What?
He was yelling at you, sorry. You have 5 minutes, go, I'll wait.
Go where?
Whatever you're doing.
I'm not doing anything.
Alright then, what?
Oh, I was going to ask. You've known Elvine a long time. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it, alright? We headed up to the Gossamer yesterday, and we found something, alright. That's what I'm kinda rattled about.
But if you found something, then you must know it's not Elvine.
We don't know yet if it's not Alvin, alright? And I'm not gonna talk about it here, I'll talk about it back at the Jarl's hut.
Oh, all right.
Did you find anything else?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, well, we fought these horrific spiders at the North Gate.
Aye, we fought the same ones. Up in their mine.
They were spitting acid,
Yeah.
and then they burst into flame. It was unlike anything I'd seen before.
Not a Varloth, that's for sure.
Where could they have come from then? What did you see?
The guards and the hunters we took up there. Most of us made it back because we couldn't get far. The mine, it's filled with them.
Spiders?
Aye. A whole brood of spiders.
And how did they get there? Was it because of Zenith Day?
Could be, could very well be. But, well, we saw something else in there too.
What?
And he beckons you to come really, really close.
I do.
And then he leans down, or leans up, I guess, a little bit, and whispers.
Yeah.
I told you, well, the wyvern. They used to make their home in the mine.
Yeah?
The spiders had eaten their carcasses from the inside out, or outside in, not sure what, but they've been completely wiped out.
So those spiders were the babies?
Those spiders have been there, probably, for a very long time. But that doesn't just rule Alvine out. It might incriminate her even more, which is why I want to keep that information strictly between you and I for now.
Do you think someone made the spiders to kill the wyverns and protect the city?
Perhaps that could very well be the case, I don't know.
Oh. Very interesting. Do you have anything more on the attacks of children?
Not at the moment, no.
No,
Barely
neither.
slept.
We've
Have to
lost
tend
the
to me, men.
trail.
Well, let's go talk with the Jarl. Alright, and Baldric, you eventually reach the door back into Anna and Irina's room.
I knock gently on the door.
Right. Doof, doof. Just a moment! Just a moment! Lock slides again. Door opens and Anna is standing there. Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Anna. Is Irina awake?
No, she's still sleeping. But, well, she was awake before. I talked to her for you.
And she's gone back to sleep?
Aye. I think you gave her a bit of a bump in her noggin.
I didn't do anything. What do you mean?
I mean... Exactly.
Well, I guess you're the next best person to ask. When the church was falling apart, Irina ran back in, looking for something. Her room was a mess, and she was clearly concerned and panicked over something. She's hiding something, and, well, I'm a little concerned as to what that is. Do you happen to know anything about that?
Well, I know that the head priestess is privy to a lot of information that others aren't. They get different training compared to the other priestesses, but I'm not aware of anything that we keep of import. We're priestesses, we're not supposed to.
Have you ever seen Irina do any magic of any thought? Aside from healing?
Only miracles of Lineria. Blessings of Suma. That's about it. I'm not really quite sure what you're asking.
The Irina coffin?
Yeah. No, Arna.
Damn. Okay. I'll have a chat with her later on. Good to see you're, I guess, up on your feet.
And she just nods and looks down.
Oh, have a good day, I guess. And I'll turn and leave.
You too. And she just slowly closes the door, pushes the lock across.
So I'm gonna run back up, grab my my hammer from the room. As I run back down, I just want to flip Esther 10 silvers just to make sure my room is reserved, because it sounds like it's going to get booked very quickly if I don't.
Yeah.
And then jog over to the Owl's place.
Alright, so once you reach the door, Ulfric throws his hands up in the air. What took you so long?
None of your business.
Alright then, come on. And where's that bard? You know what? No, actually, no. And he turns and saunters off across the street, and you can see now as you head outside for the first time on this day, the streets are littered with markets everywhere.
Ooh.
Up and down the streets on both sides, there have been little makeshift stalls put up that go from one length of the town all the way down to the other end on both sides. There are carriages that have been pulled up and turned into makeshift sort of, storefronts, things like that. The only thing that has been left in this space is little walkways to get into the stores that were there beforehand and buildings. But the town is bustling. People from all over. The streets are crowded with hundreds of people walking to and fro. You can see Vulcan, Baldric. You can see even strange bluish merfolk from the far south. All sorts of people, and even people with these very wide crimson umbrellas that look like they've come up from Romania, and now wearing these sort of scarlet red and golden robes that trail along the ground behind them, and they are very just slowly walking off to the other end of town. But yeah, Valya Ulfric doesn't even waste his time. He is sauntering across the street, heading down the alleyway towards the Jarl's hut. And the Jarl's hut, as you guys go across the street and head, follow him, guards stationed all the way down the alleyway and around the sort of perimeter of his hut, and they tense up as you guys come near. Relax. And Valya Ulfric pushes through that space into the Jarl's hut and turns to you guys. In!
I go in.
Right. As you go in, you guys almost have to immediately step off to the side as a group of about 5 seemingly diplomats, actually. They're clad in sort of very, let's just say, non-combat regalia. They're wearing simple yet elegant robes that sort of trail down to the ground. And they just walk past you and head out. And Valya Ulfric walks up to the Jarl, who is sitting in his throne. I brought them. You need anything else from me? You don't hear what the Jarl says. Maybe a whisper or a nod or a gesture, but you can't really see. And then Valya Ulfric turns and heads on past you guys back to the door.
I go and curtsy to the Jarl.
Ah!
Good morning.
Morning. And he stands up. Alright then, well... I brought you here because of... Well, I'm sure you know the situation with Alvin.
Yes, I'm very interested in discussing that.
I'm sure you know by now. Tradition dictates that if there is no evidence presented, the execution is carried forth herewith. Do you have any evidence that might acquit Alvin of witchcraft and treachery against the township of Varlon?
Well, we were with her when the attack happened.
Is that so?
Yes. When we came back from seeing her, the spiders had already attacked the church.
And Jarl Savar, he flicks his very wizened expression back over to you, Baldric. And you, mercenary, were you there too?
I was.
Do you have anyone else who might attest to this?
What do you mean?
Anyone else who was there? Or just the two of you?
I think it was just. I don't think Vandro was with us, was he? No.
He wasn't. He was in the tavern.
No, just us.
Oh, but the guards would have seen us walking past them.
And he strokes his long grey beard. Well, I'm afraid that's not enough. Witch such as her could very well have set those creatures loose while she was busy doing her dealings in alchemy.
Did Alfric tell you what he found in the mines?
He did, yes.
So, it comes from the mines, clearly.
Elvine has been around since just after the Blood Moon butchering. She could very well have created those creatures and set them loose in there to breed and whatnot.
For years?
Yes?
Then why would they attack now?
I don't know. That's what you're supposed to be finding out. That's what I would pay you for.
Those claims are pretty strong. Do you have any evidence to support that?
I'm sorry?
You're claiming that she's planted these spiders to grow in these caves. Do you have evidence of that?
How dare you?
No, you require us to provide you evidence, but you don't seem to be providing us any. You seem to be putting an innocent woman to death.
Look,
You're a religious man?
You, sir, do not understand the ways of Varlon. I've traveled the world. I know how people think outside of the place we call home, but I'm afraid here things work differently, and I would not be sitting where I am now if I didn't indulge in those traditions. Now, it is not my job to prove her innocence. It is my job to keep my people safe, and as you can see, there are a lot of people here now who are within my protection. Is there anything that might acquit her?
Other than being nowhere near any of the spiders?
You are Lady of Varlon, yes?
Yes.
He turns and very visibly thinking. If you would write it in word that Elvine, to the best of your knowledge, is innocent, she may live. However, she will be exiled from the town and she may not return.
Oh. Well, I suppose that could be acceptable. Can I speak with her?
You may, yes.
I'd like to ask what she would prefer. I know it's a silly thing to say, but...
Bring her forward! He calls out, sort of off to the right, into a little side room, and two guards with spears in hand bring out Elvine, and she has these very, very large iron cuffs around her hands, and she seems to be not have been fed or given water or anything. She looks very gaunt, and she's shaking as she's brought out. Her dress seems to have been tattered at the bottom. She's thrown on the ground in front of you, and the two guards stand there with their spears. And she looks up at you. Sylvain?
Elvine!
I'm so sorry.
Did you have anything to do with these spiders?
I did not. I promise you, Sylvain, I didn't do anything. Baldric, but you two, you must believe me. I didn't do anything.
Do you know how that kind of thing could be created?
I don't know anything, please. Jarl Saver, you've known me for years. You brought your son to me once. I healed him. You must let me go. And the Jarl kind of looks away and looks downwards. Lady Sylvain has agreed to put it in writing that she believes you to be of good quality. And that will be enough for me. And he looks at the guards. The townsfolk need not know any better. Alvin, you will hereby be exiled from Varlon. You may never return, but you will leave with your life. Alvin looks up at you.
Is that alright, Alvin?
Yes, just anything, please get me out of here.
Alright then.
Alright then, well, she may go with you. Take off her cuffs. Guards lean down and stick a key into the big iron cuffs, and they snap off of her wrists, and she throws them on the ground and leaps forward and hugs you, Sylvain. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, don't mention it.
Get me out of here, please.
Yes, let's go. I'll sign the paper.
You can do that later. Don't worry about it right now. I've other things to attend to, but...
Alright, let's go.
Wait, just a moment. There is one other thing. And he turns and... Guards, get those cuffs away from me. Oh, goodness. And they lean down, pick up the cuffs, and leave. I will not forget what you have done for this town. I know that the task I set you was difficult, but you seem to have been genuinely courteous and caring towards the people that live here, and for that I do appreciate it. And I do apologize for being so on edge these past few days.
Oh, I completely understand.
Now, I have guards outside the Gossamer mine, and I hope that Harvest Day can go on without any further issue.
Yes. Well, we're still not quite sure what was happening with the children.
You think it's unrelated? Well...
You think it's related?
Yes, that's what I've been thinking this whole time. You think it's not?
Oh, what? Do you think the spiders ripped people up?
I don't know how monsters work. That's why I hired him. And he points off to the right again. And you hear boots coming towards you. And coming into the room is this almost your height Baldric, just slightly taller than you, Sylvain. Hulk of a man. He's wearing scaled leather and tanned pieces of what looks to be various monsters, and he has a very short cut peppery grey and black hair, and he has a little beard. It looks to be an Arelson, and he's got cuts all over his face. I've hired a Shikari to deal with any monsters that might make themselves known. And this man walks into the room and stands right in front of you, and he looks to be, on his back he has a huge weapon that sort of curves like a crescent moon in a little sheath on his back. He's got all these pouches, 5 or 6 pouches on his belt, and he leans forward. My name is Silvios.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sylvain.
I've been hired by the Jarl here to deal with monsters. That's what I do. I want to know everything the three of you know about these women and children that have been killed, taken. Do you mind if we go and talk somewhere? Yes, I'd prefer it if you talk outside. I've other matters to deal with. And the Jarl turns and heads over to his throne.
Sure, though we don't know that much more than you probably know.
Hmm.
No one has told me anything. The Jarl doesn't. It's between you and me, and he starts walking off towards the exit of the hut. Just between you lot and me. They don't want to talk about it. And it seems to me that they're leaving out information. They're not telling me everything. You lot are outsiders just like me. So I want to hear it from your perspective. And eventually he heads outside and walks past the guards. Are you guys following, I assume?
I am. But I have Elvine with me too.
Yeah.
Yes, but I would like to walk and talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sort of drag the conversation walking, and I want to head over to the blacksmith.
Alright. Oh, okay, so you hit up. Okay, so... yeah, well, he I guess, kind of follows after you guys in that case. He wasn't really trying to lead, so he'll just follow you as you start heading up towards the blacksmith, weaving in between the little paths, between the houses, heading up towards the blacksmith. So what do you know? From the beginning, if you don't mind. Elvine sort of pipes up. Well, the disappearances, I believe, started a few months ago. At first it was just children going missing, but then we found dead children and then dead mothers. It was awful. And now we've got necrotic spiders? Did I leave anything out, Baldric Sylvain?
No.
Well, the woman who died, she had been pregnant, so it may not have been a target of a mother at all, but still the child.
I must ask the both of you, and he stops in his tracks. Has anyone... He looks around and then looks back at you. Has anyone cursed anyone recently? Something like that?
I haven't heard of anything like that.
No.
No mother cursing her son, no son cursing his father, anything like that?
I don't know about actual cursing, but I do know of a boy who doesn't like his new mother.
And his vision just flicks, like staring you right in the eyes. What do you mean?
His new mother is like a stepmother, and she's pregnant, and he's worried about being, like pushed out of the family.
Yes, but did he curse? Did you hear a curse or anything like that?
Oh, I wouldn't know if I heard one.
Where do they live, this family?
Elvine, do you know where Etrus lives?
They live on the other side of town. A house with a brick chimney. Quite rare in that side of town. And you won't miss it. Behind the tavern. I'm gonna go deal with that. Could be that we're looking for a monster I've dealt with before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
You don't want to know. And he turns
No,
and leaves.
we would like to know.
He just starts, he's walking away.
And can you spell that? No.
Yeah.
Do you follow him or do you just let him go?
I follow.
Alright.
The house of bricks? Oh, I'll be over there in a minute.
Suvia stops and turns to you, Sylvain. What?
What?
You don't need to come with me.
Well, I feel like I do. I was the one who just told you about the family.
Didn't your friend here just get arrested and... Well, I don't think they gave her any food or water for at least almost a day. Go
It's
tend
only
to your
been
friend.
overnight.
I am quite hungry, actually.
You can't go to the tavern by yourself. Are you staying, Elvine, or are you leaving?
And Sylvius looks kind of confused. Your friend just got exiled. Help her out of the town.
tell me what to do?
And he just turns and keeps walking away.
Alvin, what do you want? Where do you want to go?
Just take me home, please.
All right, let's go then.
No, wait, no, actually, I want to stay with the both of you, actually, for now. If you don't mind.
Oh. All right then. We'll go with Baldric. Let Suvius or whatever go and kill a whole family.
Yeah, he just comes back to covered in blood. I dealt with the problem.
I just sent a stranger after a little boy, and you want me to feed you?
That's pretty smart though, because if the monster's only coming for children, the solution is if there's no children, there's no monsters. So
Yeah, just
if we
kill
just
all the children.
genocide all the children, there's no monster to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take the bait off the hook.
that's how it works.
Exactly.
So we're all going to the blacksmith with Baldric, and Suvius is going to kill a family.
Okay, well, eventually
Yeah.
you reach the blacksmith with the three of you, Alvin as well. At this time, Halor is actually at his anvil. He's whacking away at weapons that were damaged, things like that. Looks like he's got a whole backlog of stuff just thrown over the table to be dealt with. And he's sweats, hissing as it hits the anvil, and he's whacking it away at it. And then he looks up at the three of you as you approach. Oh! Please don't tell me you need to have anything repaired or improved.
I would like my armor, please. You promised you'd bring it to me last night.
I'm sorry, I really didn't have time to look at it.
Really?
You haven't completed my armor.
No, I'm really sorry. They came, the rangers, they came back on the guards, and then they just threw all their weapons and armor on me. And look, if I tended to an outsider first, regardless of if they paid, they would have, couldn't go. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait till after the harvest festival.
I'd like my money and my armor back, please.
How much was it? Was it 10?
Armor was 15.
Alright, there you go.
Thank you.
Oh, you need your armor too, yeah? And he waddles over and moves like a whole thing of other curdlesses that have been damaged, and he picks up yours. And yours was at the bottom of the pile. And it looks like it's actually been squashed a little bit, like the mail's been sort of like compressed down, and it's lost another point of defense.
Cool.
And he hands it
Perhaps
there we go.
armor.
Hands it back to you. Just as you left it.
Yeah, sure. And now, for the inconvenience, I would like a repair kit, please.
Oh yeah, of course, just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've used a repair kit, you see, so I'm unsure. Do I need multiple to repair my stuff?
Well, it won't last forever, but you can use it about 3 times or so.
And it repairs all of my stuff back up to how it should be, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, then one will do fine.
Alright, that'll be 30.
No. For the inconvenience you've caused me, I would like a repair kit.
That sounds fair to me.
And also
Roll-
for defending the town.
Oh, actually, roll a persuasion check, but you guys have 3 fame reputation now. I forgot to tell you.
Yay, I'm famous.
You guys have 3 fame reputation in Varlon.
And what does that do?
So you can add that onto checks like this, basically. So you can roll a persuasion check. Oh, sorry, not 3, 2.
Like when talking to someone who would care.
To people who know that you've done stuff for the town, basically. for things like this. And so you can roll, 2 reputation, not 3, my mistake. You can roll a persuasion check with a +2.
18.
18, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, after everything you've done, sure. And wait, is that Elvine?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it's me. Hello. I thought you were being executed today. What happened?
She is. We're just taking her for her last stroll.
Well, first I've ever heard of something like that. Savar's gone soft.
It's basic rights.
What?
Last breath of fresh air and all that.
Ah, right. I see what you mean. Lydia sometimes talks of how things are up north, but it's completely lost on me. Anyway, your armor's kit, that'll do ya. And you know what? I'll throw in a whetstone for you. How's that sound?
A whetstone. And I'm gonna look down at my hammer. Right.
Elvine, you can have it. I mean, do you need it? Your friend here?
Elvine?
Sylvine?
Oh, I'll take one, yeah.
Alright, there you go. And he plumps it in your hand.
Thanks. I kind of, dust it off a little.
Well, just between you and me, Elvine, I always liked you, and I didn't know why people were so mean to you. Oh, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. So I won't be attending the execution.
Oh, how thoughtful.
And he smiles very broadly. Do you need anything else?
No, I think we're alright.
Alright. And he goes back down and dunk, dunk, starts heading away at his anvil again.
We should get Elvine out of the town.
Take her back to our house, I guess.
Yes, let's go.
Alright, so...
So we're already sort of up in the the upper half of the west district, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I guess maybe rather than going straight to the main street, we'll just continue down the back alleys up to the northern wall and then go across to the north gate.
Yep, you're more than welcome to do that. Are you trying to sort of hide from guard? What are you trying to do?
I guess just to draw attention to it, because people know her and know about the execution. We don't want people going like, "Oi, she's escaped," and then running and grabbing her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So I mean, it isn't too difficult to just sort of stay hidden in between the buildings. People seem to be out on the streets, shopping in the markets and things like that. It's perfect cover to escape. But yeah, eventually you head up north to the edge of the town, and all that's left are the town gates to get through. But you can see that there are about 4 guards stationed outside, and there are people walking in and out constantly. So, it looks like you could probably just sneak through the gate, just like you're heading out normally, fairly easily. There's enough people.
Could I make a helm out of Shadow Forge?
Yes, but it would look very suspiciously like, like a shadowy helmet. You can, but yeah. What would you like to do?
We could just tower over her. We're both tall. We don't need. We can sort of cover her.
We could just
from anyone thing.
put her inside our coat and just walk straight through, and none of the enemies would see.
Yeah.
I hear it's a really good way to.
And then someone might randomly call out, "She's there!" the main character will.
No, but I was thinking, could I use any of the semblance one to make a different face appear over her face?
Ooh. So normally you can use that on items, but because it's the size of a small item, if you roll high enough, you can. You could put a fake helmet over her, or
a fake helmet or a face. Or
Well, like, because she wears jewelry and things like that, you couldn't, like even a headband, she's got like stuff on her. You can turn that into like a fake half helm or something if you want, with illusions. Or even a hood, a fabric, hooded fabric or something.
I don't know. Right. So instead of making a shadow helmet, I would just make a real helmet.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I don't know. Couldn't I make some kind of face veil?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'll stop her and say, trust me a moment.
Okay.
So it's 1d10 plus.
Necromancy roll, so will and necromancy. So if you like 14, I guess.
Yeah.
If she crit fails, does she change her face completely?
Oh yeah, that's a
Nice.
success. Very good. Yeah, so instantly you just prepare this like hooded veil that completely goes over and covers her face, like very, very expertly. Blends in with even her little shawl that she has, like sort of draped over her back, into the rest of her clothing. So doesn't even look out of place. Looks perfect, and she looks around. Oh, wow, you're masterful.
Why, thank you. Now let's get you through.
All right. So yeah, you guys very easily just walk up and head through and leave the town. The guards look at you as you pass, but they're just looking at everyone before they leave and head through or come in. But yeah, eventually you find yourself out of the city, and you sort of head off the road a little bit and head over towards the grove where Alvin's cottage is.
Are there many people on the road on that northern path?
There
heading into town and out town?
There are, but by the time that you've headed further off enough to be heading towards Alvin's place, you're obscured by trees and shrubs and things like that. People would have seen you go that way, for sure. Pretty unavoidable, but otherwise they can't see you now as you head over to the grove. But then Alvin stops.
What are you doing?
And she sort of whips at her head to make the illusion disappear, and then it sort of fades away. You don't need to see me off any further. I can take it from here.
Where are you going to go?
Oh, I've got somewhere to go. Don't worry.
Where's that?
North. I know a few people.
So, does this mean you'll never be able to return here?
Probably not.
And this means we'll never see each other again?
If the gods deem it so, then we shall see each other again, but...
Then I suppose this is the last time.
It is, and I can't thank you both enough for helping me to escape.
I give her a hug.
Alright, and she lets you hug her for a bit, and then she wraps her arms around you as well.
One day there'll be a world where we're safe to be us. Today is not that day.
Unfortunately not. You know, I gave this town everything I had, and they still didn't want me.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how much you do when people already decide what to think about you.
I don't know if you get this a lot, but you're very wise, Sylvie.
I don't think I am. I just say things that have a lot of meaning, perhaps.
Well, I think the two of you are very astute. You seem to have done Varlon a lot more service than I ever could.
I disagree. You've served people every day of your life here.
Well, that's not entirely true. Everyone is selfish, aren't they? Everyone has something that they need.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Mm.
Can I request something before you do leave?
Yes, Baldric.
Would you happen to have just an extra potion for Vendra before you leave?
No, he would need to bring me more ingredients, but he can only do it once a year. Well, why is that?
Well, if you leave, I worry how he's going to feel about never being able to get his arm back.
Oh, that. Well... there's not much more I'm going to be able to do for him. He will
Do you have
to
a
find
message
someone
for
else.
him?
A message?
Yeah, he won't get to say goodbye to you.
Oh, I didn't think. Just tell him that I wish him the best with hopefully getting back what he has lost. And that I'm sorry I couldn't help him anymore.
What is going to happen to your home?
I don't know. They'll probably tear it down, and I'll try and take as much as I can, but... Oh, it is just
It's a
so
shame.
unfortunate.
Yes. And we still haven't figured out how to save the town.
What do you mean?
From the monsters and the killings of the children.
Then why did they let me go if they're just going to take your word on it? And surely if there's still disappearances happening and children going missing, then why would they listen to you?
I was very surprised, but they listened to me because I'm a lady of Varloth. But
well.
I know that you didn't do it, but we don't know who did do it.
Really? You have no idea?
Not unless everyone's lying to me.
What, do you think it could be a town-wide conspiracy?
No, I just think anybody who could have done it, if I ask them, they'll say no, and I have no proof of who did it.
What about you, Baldric? Do you have any idea who's behind these disappearances?
I'm starting to sort of agree with that last statement you just said. There's something going on in this town. Too many secrets. I'm not too sure what to believe.
Well, every town has secrets.
Yes, but this one seems to have ones that had spiders and children, monster-killing children after them.
Yes, about those spiders. I was meaning to ask, what happened to them?
They erupted into flame and disappeared.
She kind of looks away solemnly. Almost a little bit upset that you said that to her.
Why?
Are you asking me why she reacted that way, or?
No, I am asking her why she asked about spiders.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, it's nothing.
This is what I mean, though. How will I ever know
Yes.
the truth if people won't tell me?
Sylvine saved your life. The least you could do is answer her questions honestly.
Thank you.
Well, you know that fellow, Suvios, the monster hunter?
Yes.
He wouldn't tell you what that monster he had an inkling about was. Right?
Right.
Have you heard of an Ifangrill before?
No.
Hundreds of times.
I hope that you're joking.
My cousin's in a band.
An Ifangrill is a mutated child that feasts on their mother and kills them.
Oh. How does that happen?
Yes.
When a child is cursed, that is when it happens.
So you think someone's going around cursing children?
No, but the children are the ones dying, not the mothers.
True.
Well, I don't know about that. I heard that the babies were looking a bit odd, let's just say that.
Before they died?
Yes.
So they were killed in self-defense?
I don't know. It's just what I heard.
From who?
Oh, customers I have now and again.
Oh. Well, that could be interesting.
Regardless, this doesn't answer the question as to why you were sad about the spiders.
Oh, well, when you're an alchemist such as myself, you value all life, even the life that is from beyond.
Do you have any idea how flaming, acid-spitting spiders could come into being?
Well, necromancy, yes. Not unlike the necromancy in that tome of yours.
Can you read this tome?
Not entirely. I'm not familiar with old Sumerian script, but some of it, yes, I can. Yes.
Do you know anyone who around here who could have made them?
Around here?
Hmm.
No, only someone who could read the book.
I want to take your hands.
Oh, okay.
I need to ask you, even if you didn't, could you have made the spiders?
How are you holding her hands right now?
Just like, nicely.
Yeah, okay, nicely.
Just bending them back into her forearm.
Roll a human perception check.
Oh,
That
she's not
is-
a human.
Humanoid emotions.
Oh.
Humanoid emotions. So
How
that's
do I do
empathy, human perception.
I got a 6.
Nice. Good score.
Yeah, you look at her and she just stares back at you, looks into your eyes with the same expression she always has. I'm sorry, unless there's a fellow necromancer who's probably more powerful than you are in the town, then I can't help you.
So you couldn't make them even if you tried?
No.
How were the wyverns stopped back in the day? How did they stop the wyverns?
She sort of looks around. I wasn't here when that happened.
That's interesting because the spiders were found in the wyverns' mines. And they had eaten the wyverns. So someone may have put the spiders there to protect the town. It could have been done for a good reason.
Well, whoever did it, they're paying the price for what they did now.
Are they? If they haven't been found, unless it was you.
Are you accusing me?
Of course not. I just saved your life. I'm just asking. You could have done it for a good reason. I would still let you go.
You're much too kind, Sylvine.
Everybody makes mistakes. Not everyone makes deadly mistakes.
If I tell you the truth about everything, you'll let me go either way,
Yes, I will.
no matter what?
Yes.
And what about you, Baldric? No matter what?
I'm not innocent either. I don't have any say in it.
I don't want to speak out here. Please, take me home.
Let's go. Yes.
Alright, eventually, the two of you, led by Elvine, find your way back to the cottage. It looks like her door's been smashed in, and it's just standing wide open, and she just cautiously steps up and into the room. She sort of looks around and just sort of assesses the damage, like, stuff has been sort of thrown around and smashed. It's not in the nicest condition, the room, the cottage. It's been sort of just messed up really badly by all the people that have stampeded through and whatnot. But eventually Alvin turns around and looks at the both of you as you enter, and she stands there and she looks up at the both of you, and her expression is now like genuinely very somber. Normally she has quite a flat expression of just sort of a little bit of sadness in her eyes, but now she looks extremely guilty. And she looks up at the both of you and sort of has her hands together. It was me. All of it.
All of it?
Everything. I killed the woman, the mothers, the children, I sent the spiders. I did everything. Well,
Why?
sort of. I'm cursed, Sylvine. Long ago. I'm like you, but also not like you at the same time. Sometimes I can't control the deepest yearnings within my heart, and I lose control, and that's what's been happening in the town for much longer than anyone knows.
How did you make the spiders?
Necromancy from your tome. I wasn't entirely truthful about that.
Can it be undone?
I don't know.
Doesn't it make you sad to have done such awful things?
It does, but it also makes me feel good as well, because I don't know how to explain it.
But what's the curse? Maybe that you can stop there.
It has a lot of names, but it's commonly known as the Curse of the Arachna. Or Arachna, depending on where you hear it. Have you heard of something like this?
I don't know much about curses at all, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
And she sort of leans and looks out the window, and then she turns back to you. There are tales of Dithrakir, and Sylvain, you would have heard stories like this when you were a child. Trifferites that are cursed become the worst monsters.
Yeah.
They turn into monstrous insectoids and other terrible beings of black dharma. And as soon as you hear that, you know that she has been cursed very badly. You're not exactly sure what kind she is, but these are the kind of stories that you hear when you're a kid to scare you.
Then what is your true form?
She very slowly pulls up her dress up to just above her knees, and you can see that.
Whoa.
Oh, do you stop her?
Turn around. No, I'm gonna look away.
Okay. Oh, it's quite all right. It's nothing to be, well, normally frightened of in that sense.
Okay. I'm not intending to see a peep show today.
As you look, as she lifts up, you can see her legs are spider-like sort of pincers for legs, and you can see that curled around sort of where her lower back is and up under this large billowing dress she has is a sort of arachnoid sort of carapace body and 8 little legs folded up under it like a spider.
Oh. But how did you get cursed like this? I've heard that Churferites who go insane can sometimes have this upon themselves, but a curse from somebody else?
I don't remember all of the details, but it was a long time ago. So long that I almost don't remember. I don't know how long I've been like this, but all I know is that I want my child back. She was taken from me, my daughter. And the things I did, I think, resulted in this curse.
Is your daughter alive?
No, she's puts her hands up to her head and starts kind of moving her hair around a bit. She's dead.
Well then, you can't have her back, I'm sorry.
She snaps her head and looks at you. You don't know that!
Have you tried to resurrect her?
I've tried everything! And she starts sort of moving around a little bit and drops her dress down. Necromancy, alchemy, everything, praying, it does nothing.
Do you have her body?
And tears start streaming down her face. And she points back towards the town. No, but I don't need that body, I need just a body.
Oh. A child's body?
Yes.
Do you have your daughter's spirit somewhere?
And she sort of turns away and looks at the ground. And you can see above her, sort of where her temples are, you can see these slits for little black eyes start to open on her head, very slowly. She's just looking around, and her complexion is starting to grow a lot paler.
You need to calm down a little bit.
Don't tell me to be calm. And she starts sort of throwing her arms out, almost like trying to bat away something in the air. And the room starts to grow a little bit darker, almost.
How old was your daughter?
I think it's time we leave, Sylvie.
We can't leave her in this state, though.
You can hear
It's
snapping of
dangerous
limbs.
for the town.
I don't think there's anything we can do right now but leave.
Her arm cracks outwards and her limbs start extending and she starts growing in size.
I think, yes, maybe we should go out. Oh, wait. Am I still in front of her?
Yep.
Can I put the necklace round her neck?
You can go for it if you want.
Yeah.
Sure. Go for it. You wanna just take it out and just try and put it over her head?
Yeah, or around her neck, yeah.
Alright, you come within about 2 or 3 meters. An arm slashes out and grabs you by the throat. Don't come near me.
That happens. I would like to go in with my hammer.
Oh, okay. You want to just go for an attack?
Yeah, well, if she's grabbing Sylvine, then I'll instantly just wallop her on the side. Opposite side where Sylvine is, of course.
Alright, roll for an attack.
I increased my thing. That is. I'm gonna use both of my luck here because I really need this to happen so that Sylvain hopefully gets dropped. Come on. 21.
21 to hit. That hits. Roll for the damage.
15.
15? Okay. Alright, now Sylvain, as this axe comes down... sorry, where did you hit exactly?
The hammer.
Hammer, sorry?
Yeah, it was, so which side did she grab? Like, which hand did she grab?
She reached
Sylvain
out with her left hand and grabbed her by the throat.
Then I'll come to the left side of Sylvain and swing at her at Alvin's right side.
Alvin's right side, okay. Just give me a moment, I'll get up the combat map for you. Jung, jung, jung. There you go. Should be up in a second.
Oh boy.
Alright, there you go. Alright, as the axe comes smashing into her side, she like exclaims and sort of catches her breath, sort of wins her, and she falls back, and then the dress just sort of smashes outwards in the bottom of it and just completely snaps in her limbs. All 8 of her legs fold out with this carapace, and she just turns to both of you and hisses at the both of you. And Sylvain, what would you like to do?
I would like to say, I don't want to fight you, Elvin. I can help you.
Go away! And she throws you as you say that. Across the room.
Oh.
Not like at the wall or anything, but she just throws you back like a little bit. Just so you're not in her range anymore. And then she scuttles backwards a little bit.
Are there any, like, photos around the room?
You can roll for it if you want to try and, see. You can roll an awareness. Intelligence awareness.
Intelligence awareness.
Mm-hmm.
17.
17? Yeah, you can see that there is something on the walls, but you're not really sure. Everything actually looks, as you focus a bit more, looks extremely dusty, like it's not really kept that well. But you're not entirely sure. The room is very dark now, almost unnaturally so. But as you're looking around and sort of picking yourself back up, Alvine extends up to her true height, and she is now towering above you, Baldric, by about 2 feet. And she is encompassing the entire room, and she reaches out with her hands, and darkness starts to billow in around her. And she is completely covered in darkness. You cannot see within this circle at all. All you can see is just this huge circle, spheric darkness. And that's all. It's now your turn, Baldric.
I would like to run over to Sylvain and pretty much like stand in front of her, like in between the spider lady and Sylvain, so that I'm sort of, body blocking.
Yeah.
And then looking at the shadow, I'm just going to hold my hammer up as ready. I'm just going to turn and look to Sylvain. What's the plan?
We've got to save her. All of this, it was her, and she'll never stop, no matter what town she goes to, if we don't stop her, but I don't want to kill her.
You gotta undo the curse if you want to do that.
Don't you think the necklace could help? If it could take away my atlas, couldn't it help her?
Probably, but good luck trying to get it on her.
I can't bear the thought of someone being lost to darkness just because of pain. Surely there's some way to help her.
As the both of you are talking, the darkness fades down to just a light darkness right there, but you can see that Alvin in this time has her hands up very unnaturally, like her limbs are twisting up and upwards, and her fingers extending out into like almost foot long, like scythes on each finger, and are whisking in the air. And then you can see on the ground green like flames erupt up, and two of the spiders that you dealt with just yesterday materialize in front of you, and then she darts backwards up onto the not you up onto the wall and sits there watching. Right, Sylvain.
I guess I'll go and try to petrificate the spider on the left.
Okay. Down here? At the
Yeah.
bottom? Okay, yep, you walk up to it, and you want to reach out and just touch it?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Roll for a petrificate spell. 14 and a d10.
20.
20? Yep, no problem. So you reach out and you just... Where do you reach exactly?
On its leg.
Alright, you reach out and put your hand on its leg and starts to go over its body, and all of the left sort of legs on the left hand side, all of the four legs on the left hand side of its body, just before it even can reach out to snap at you, they freeze up and turn to stone, and then it falls lopsided onto its left, and it goes to even take another bite at you, but it's just fallen down and it can't get up, and then it's confused, looking off to its side, and Baldric.
We don't need to fight.
Alvin just sort of like as she's hanging from the wall, her torso curls over backwards and her head looks down at you upside down, and she just stares at you with her eyes that have opened up. She now has 8 eyes on her face, and she just stares at you. Stick away! Okay, Baldric.
So what happened to that spider that Sylvain has touched? Did it turn into stone or something?
Almost half of it has. It's quite big, so it's difficult to get all of it petrificated, but its 4 left legs have turned to stone, and it fell onto its left-hand side. So it's essentially prone right now, so it needs to use an action to get back up, but it is petrificated.
Oh, I don't know. I will run over and just boot the spider to just shove it back. The one that Sylvain touched, to create some distance. So not really any damage, just trying to push it away.
Roll just a brawling check.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, no problem. You just walk up, shoulder barge it, and like it's actually the angle that you catch it at throws its legs around and actually flips in the air a little bit, and it goes. Oh, sorry, not you. Goes flying. There we go. Goes flying and just sort of skids and lands against the wall.
You need to think of something now, Sylvain, or we need to get out of here.
Do you think something like this necklace caused it, or could fix it?
I don't know. I don't know that stuff, sorry. I'm not a magic person.
Can I talk to Alvin?
Yep, you can call out to her. You can see her. Yep.
Did you wear this necklace? Is this what did it to you?
She throws her hands forward at you, and you can see red tendrils of magic fly out as you call out to her.
Can I try dodge?
Yes, you can. What's your dodge?
My
It's-
dodge
Mhm.
is 5.
Oh, okay. Well, probably not. um, just give me a moment. Unless she critically fails, but
And I, because I'm so close to her, just very slightly step to the side to take it.
yes, sure. If you want to.
Because I was talking to her and she called out, and so I would have looked up and see this. So just step up and take the front of it.
Yeah. So you step in the way as this tendril of red shoots out, and you take 17 damage directly to your HP. Sorry, no, sorry, my mistake. Half of that.
No! Alvin,
So-
stop this!
Any ablation?
No, it does not ablate you. So basically, what happens is these red tendrils fly out and grab you and sort of encompass your body, and you can feel your life force drained out of you into this like sort of pixelated star-like essence of red, and it flies over to her and into her mouth.
Lovely. Is that rounded up or down for the half?
We'll say rounded up.
Right, up, so 9. Okay, and is there any source damage to that, or any source effect?
Not yet, but we'll
Okay,
get to
cool.
that. Yeah, so she basically just sucks that into her, and then she and then she turns sort of halfway around on the wall that she's on, almost like, and she sort of leans down almost to get ready to pounce, but the spider up the top now moves up to about here, and it's sort of going for a pincer maneuver. And now it's your turn, Baldric. You both can sort of take turns together, actually, if you want.
My turns keep getting used
Yeah.
by talking.
Oh, like, you guys can just kind of go when, like, yeah, I'm not too fussed. So,
You go, Sylvie.
yeah.
Because I've just stepped to block. We'll just say that was my turn to step forward and absorb that.
Okay.
I want to, kick the spider.
The one above you.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a brawling attack. So kicks are rate of fire 1, but they do more damage.
Is that with body?
No, you need to roll to hit first, so that'll be reflex and brawling, blocking.
Oh, right. 16.
16? Oh, yeah, that hits. Nice. So now, roll for damage. Your body is 8, right?
Yeah.
So do you have anything in your physique skill?
2.
So you deal 4d6 plus 2.
What? 4d6.
I don't think kicking does that on the rule book. That was only for punching.
Oh, I'm using an old GM sheet. Hang on, let me have a look. That is a good point. Unarmed combat. 8. No, it does physique.
It does?
Yeah, 46 plus 2. 'Cause
13.
you're doing a kick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you jab forward with your hooves and you kick it right square in the face, and it goes flying back a few meters. And just sort of scuttles on the ground, but picks itself back up. Baldric.
So we're attacking them now?
We're attacking the spiders, but not Alvin.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the paralyzed one against the wall and just bring down my hammer.
Alright, yeah. Let's freaking go. Roll for an attack.
Nope.
Oh no! Critical fail. Oh.
No!
My crit fail was so bad it kicked me out of this door.
Oh!
Crypt fail.
What condition was your weapon in? Because didn't that happen yesterday?
Good question. Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Pretty much the exact same thing.
Ooh! I'm sorry, little one. Your hammer, was it... Please wait. Was it a rare quality or average quality at the start?
It was average. Yeah.
It was average. And so when it got hit yesterday, it went down to poor.
Is it gonna
Yeah.
break?
That's what happens when there's a shitty smith in town, I guess.
Yeah.
He is a pretty bad smith.
So, yeah. As you bring down the hammer, the carapace of this spider, it's too strong.
It's made of rock.
You
yeah.
smash downwards and your hammer, the pommel snaps. And it goes flying through the air and thunk, embeds in the ground where the little fire pit is in the middle where she does her alchemy. And the hammer, like the main part at the top of the hammer that you used to hit things with, it just thunk, falls on the ground in front of you.
Oof.
Your hammer is now going to need a full repair.
Get a new hammer.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, this is not good.
Alright, yeah, this is not very good. That's really unfortunate. Alvine leaps off the wall and onto the table and her legs embed in the side of it, and she hisses out at you again, almost like throwing her hands at the door. And she's like sort of, I'm not sure how to explain it, but almost like beckoning you to just like leave, basically. But then at the same time, she casts a spell. Give me a second. You can see black magic swirling around those scythe-like talons that she has.
Alvin, I thought we're friends.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry, that's... Oh, that was
No, that's right. Crit fail. Yeah, that's right.
18. Oh, she failed! Doesn't matter, it doesn't, regardless, she throws
friends,
out
Alvin.
this magic.
You can't do it.
You can see black magic start billowing out from the door, but then it dissipates, and she... and then she sort of beckons her spider to leap off the wall, and it's going to attack you, Baldric. Okay. Oh, that does not hit, right?
No.
Okay, well the spider goes to slash at you, but it just sort of bounces off of you.
I got my hands free now. I can block it.
And then the other spider is going to use its action to get back up and sort of rearrange itself. And it's now your turn, Sylvain.
Alvin, I'm just like you, and I know what it feels like to be treated so badly. I know what it's like. You don't have to do this. Is it possible for me to cast Miracle of Heria to calm the spiders and try and calm her a bit?
Yes, it is. So roll. Did you say miracle? Oh,
yeah,
your
it's
Triferite
Miracle
spell.
of Heria.
Yeah. So that's now been renamed to Heria's still.
Oh.
And that is a clerical arts skill. So you'll need to roll clerical arts instead of necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's will clerical arts 1d10.
I'm like you. I know what it's like. Ah, critical fail.
Oh no! I was actually about to give you a bonus, but oh,
Crit
yeah.
fail 1.
So you put out your hands to cast this miracle, but oddly, it's almost like your connection to this miracle is completely severed.
Oh.
So there's these golden rays of light try to emanate, but then little sparkles start, but then they just dissipate completely.
Maybe her faith is too low.
Yeah. Baldric.
Okay, as my hammer falls to pieces and I block a spider attack. Fuck this! I'm gonna go over to Sylvain. Give me the necklace.
What are you going to do?
Put it on this bitch.
Well, be careful with it. I give it to him.
How much movement do we have in this place? You know,
You can move pretty much like half of the room in one thing, but you've moved
So can
from
I-
there to Sylvain. I'll allow you to move up to her, but you
Yeah,
won't be
so-
able to go to put it on her.
Yeah. I move up to Sylvie and I use my action to take the necklace, and then I use the rest of my move to run up to the spider lady.
Okay. Alrighty. Elvine sort of looks down at you, and you can see that where her mouth was, there are now these like lines where it almost like opens up into a bigger maw than there should be. And as she looks down at you, you can see that her eyes, there are tears streaming down her face as she looks like she's been looking at Sylvain and flicks down to you as you come near her. She reaches out with her talons towards you, not to slash you, but she just reaches out almost like she's about to just caress your face. And then she stops. And you can see magic start to vibrate off of her hand. Oh, sorry, I keep messing that up. My bad. Oh, just passes. So she reaches out, and then rather than you feeling anything happen to you, the area around you swirls again with darkness, and it just picks up slowly in a circle around her. And you are caught within this. I'll say, Sylvain, you and the spiders are on the outside of this, but Baldric, you are completely ensconced in this thick mist of black. You have -4 to all actions within this, and you can't see anything. Alright. It is now the spiders' turns. And they're gonna... Oh, no, not the mist. The spiders are gonna move around one by one. And they are both gonna go to attack you, Sylvain.
So the spider has unfrozen from the petrification.
Oh, good question actually. Has it been 3 turns? 1, 2... I'll say actually now, I think it is the 3rd turn now, so I'll say that it uses its action to shake off the rest of it, and then start, like, you know, put itself up to its feet and start moving towards you. But the one above you is going to go for an attack. Does 17 hit?
I don't know what that means.
What's your guard?
I don't know. How do you find your guard?
Reflex plus brawling and blocking plus any bonus from your armor, but I don't think you get any.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you have just a dress on. You don't have like leather. Or
I
anything.
have a brigandine.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I think that's 10.
It is.
Yeah, so then you have reflex.
I have 19 then.
Really?
Yeah, because reflex is 4 and my brawling and blocking is 5.
9 plus 2.
What?
Oh wait, it's on your slideshow thing. Hang on. It's not it's 1 point of guard per 5 defense of your armor. I think yours was maybe 12.
I'm confused.
Just let the slideshow go up and then I'll explain it. So Baldric's is 18.
Oh, like
17 at the moment.
that's your guard
17.
is the one in the square.
Yeah,
Kinda.
yeah, the
Oh,
shield
okay.
looking icon.
Oh.
But yeah, I actually can't remember yours.
It said 10.
Oh, did it?
Hmm.
Let's just wait for it.
Just whatever your base blocking is.
See, it says 10.
Oh, 10. Okay, yeah, then it's 10.
Oh, that's the total?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
that does hit. So you will take 3, 6, 1. What's the defense of your brigandine? Is that 10 as well?
I don't know how to know, but there is a number next to it that says 8.
Just give me a minute. It's been a while. Yeah, 8. So you take...
I don't think I've ever been hit.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. You take 3 damage in the first
Okay.
hit. So the pincer one of the pincers goes out and swipes you. And then you lose a point in your armor, which is ablation, right? And so your Brigandine is now 7 defense. And so then the second hit deals 3 damage. And then your Brigandine is now 6 defense. Okay?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But also, my spells last 5 turns because of the 2 durations.
Thank you for reminding me. So that's good. Good job. He's going to stay over here then because he's still petrified. That's awesome. Okay, Baldric, it is now your turn. Oh wait, no, sorry, Sylvain.
It's my
Sylvain,
turn,
it's your
yeah.
turn. Sorry, yeah.
I would like to cast a semblance spell.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
want to make it look like I'm holding a baby girl.
Okay. So this is normally for like a incorporeal sort of object. So you're gonna have to do good on this.
Okay.
You can
Epic
do
music.
it.
No!
Let's go. Come on, legendary. Legendary.
29
right?
legendary. Oh,
Let's go.
holy crap!
Alvin, stop! We can work it out. Look.
All right. So
We can
as this
help you.
magic wells within you, it almost reaches out around it and takes in certain elements of the surrounding environment. There's like a little, what looks to be like a scarf almost, like discarded off to the side, a baby's rattle or something. You know, like all these little parts from the room are taken. It comes in the form of this child with these little additions added to it, almost like a perfect mirror image of what may have been her child, and instantly the mist dissipates completely and Elvine leaps forward in front of you, in between Baldric and Sylvain. She lands.
Isn't this
Daughter!
what she wants?
And she leans forward, and she, towering like 10, 11 feet, she has to push her
Okay.
legs down and lean forward, and she reaches out
Do
to
it.
grab the child,
Put
Baldric.
the necklace on her.
Okay. As that happens, I would like to leap onto her and wrap the necklace around her throat.
Alright, you leap up, you throw it on her. Do you do anything else while you're up there, or just that?
No, I'm just getting the necklace on.
Alright.
Possibly if the necklace, if she's still got the old one on, maybe if possible, unclip that if I'm able to, and then put the new one on.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll for this. Are you ready for this?
Athletics, yeah?
You can choose to make it either an athletics check or a sleight of hand.
Well, the athletics, I get +2 for my bloodlust, so I'm going to do that.
Good luck.
19.
19? Okay.
Yay!
Yeah. That is very close. You jump up, you tear the necklace off of her, and then you throw the other necklace down, and instantly the magic sort of ceases. This feeling of magic in the area ceases. The darkness immediately dissipates, and she falls down, plops into a human form. The spiders erupt into flames, disappear. And Alvine is left there, her dress tattered and her legs still slightly spider-like and long and spindly, and her limbs extending just a little bit further than they were before. But then she falls to the ground, falls and sort of goes to hold on to you, Sylvain, as she falls to the ground.
Are you back? Is it you? I'm sorry I can't make your daughter really come back, but here, you could at least see her.
She reaches out to grab the illusion. As she does, her fingers just fall through it.
I'm sorry.
the illusion disappears, and she just lets herself fall to the ground in a bunch and just starts crying.
You can't let this curse, the loss of your daughter, take the children away from other people. Every child you've killed has done the same horror that happened to you. You can't let this continue, Elvine.
Roll a charisma check. So empathy, charisma.
Does she get bonus because they're best buddies?
You can have +2, because I'm nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck.
I'll need it. 11.
Okay, not bad.
That's good.
Do you not have luck? Do you not have any luck? Luck points.
Any what?
Luck points.
Oh, I do.
How many?
4.
Chuck them in.
Oh, okay.
15. Okay. She looks up at you, and tears streaming down her face, and she goes to speak, and then her eyebrows furrow. I want to stop, Sylvine, but it's not my choice.
Won't this necklace hold?
Perhaps
Is there
for enough.
anything we can do? You're an alchemist. You're amazing. You help people all the time. You can help yourself.
She throws herself upwards to her feet, and then she starts sort of sauntering around and then almost falling down again. Finds me in Gossamer Mine. You can stop me there.
I won't kill you, though, right? You won't make me kill you.
Find the Shikari. Silvios. The monster hunter.
He'll kill you.
He might know how to stop it. And then, just as soon as the darkness had disappeared, it comes up again, but it whirls around just her instead, and then a plume of darkness erupts in the space where she's enveloping, and then is sucked into the floor, and she's gone.
Alvin!
That was something.
Let's find Silvios.
Was that the name of the monster hunter
Yes.
who we encountered earlier? Okay, cool.
Because
Yes.
it's like Sylvine, Silvios, Elvine. We have very
Oh.
similar names.
One moment, and I'm gonna head over to the wall where my hammer broke, and I'm gonna pick up my like I don't know the terminology, but the big bit at the top, the actual hammer. I'm gonna pick that up, and a single tear goes down my cheek. I'm just gonna pick it up.
All
I'm just
around
gonna
me
hug
are
it.
familiar faces.
Pretty much. And then
I'm gonna
like
run- Oh, okay.
like if you have like a backpack on your front and you got your arms around it, I'm just like cradling essentially my my hammer headpiece.
You should probably do something about that. And I'm rummaging through her things to look for anything useful.
Mm.
Stealing from a friend.
Stealing for a friend.
Roll an awareness check, both of you, if you want to both have a look around.
Yeah, why not?
An apothecary is a great place to find things to steal. How do I do awareness?
12.
12? Oh, okay.
Which one's awareness?
Intelligence.
I think that's
awareness.
intelligence.
Okay. 18.
Nice.
18. Okay, you can see now as you're walking around and after the darkness is gone, you can see that all of the spiders within the jars are gone.
Oh.
And what's left inside is all of this weird, almost bioluminescent spider silk.
Ooh.
And that's the thing that stands out the most.
Can I take some?
Yes, you can. You got an alchemist's kit?
Yeah, I do.
Roll an alchemy check for me.
How do I do that?
Do creativity, alchemy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why do I then need alchemy to pick up a jar?
Because you need an alchemist. Oh, are you wanting to... Well, the jars are too big to take, so you're going to have to use the alchemist kit to retrieve it.
Oh, well, that's not happening.
Could be a
what did you
negative.
get?
Ooh, crit fail,
Negative
negative 2.
2.
Oh no. Okay, so as
You
you
cut
go
yourself.
to try and like remove this, it gets on you, and as it latches on like glue, it starts crawling up your arm like almost like it's alive,
Yeah, get it off!
and you take 2d6 damage.
Oh my goodness. I'm allergic to spiderweb. Who knew?
And take yeah, actually just let me roll and see how much it is first. Oh, there you go, 7. You take 1 damage.
What?
Let's just say you
just-
take one damage. No, you don't take that full 7.
Oh.
So I think your armor was down to 6, so you just take 1.
Wait, oh, that was supposed to damage my armor?
Do you want it to affect you directly?
Yeah, because it was on my hand, not my armor.
Okay, you take 7 damage.
Thank you. Much preferable.
Okay.
It's much easier to heal my body than my clothes.
Alright. Yeah. Excuse me, Larry, I need another dress.
Yeah. What happened? I fell into some fluorescent spider web.
Literally like an hour later after she gave you the dress. Coming back.
Now, Baldric.
Yeah.
Though you didn't roll high, you see something that catches your eye, and it's almost like it was put there on purpose. Almost like an old cover for a painting, draped in the corner, sort of wrapped around this item is this sort of painting cover. Looks to be in the shape of a weapon.
Ooh, lucky I got some spider web that hurt me.
Yeah, I'll head over and I'll investigate, pull the cloth off.
Alright, you pull the cloth off of it. You can see that there's this dust-ridden, rusted, like borderline corroding and almost broken great axe.
Ooh.
And it looks to have been once extremely beautiful. It has this sort of like what looked to have been floral golden trim work done around the sort of where the two axe blades meet in the middle and sort of have like a beveled edge indented into the trimming work. It looks to have been very finely crafted around there, but currently it's sort of corroded away. But as you pull off the draping, the sort of cover completely, you can see the light is sort of unnaturally reflecting off of this rustic appearance of it and illuminating it in a gold that shouldn't be doing that. Like, if it's so rusted, it shouldn't be doing this, but it's almost like it's illuminated as if it was in pristine condition.
Okay. I'd like to pick it up. Hopefully it doesn't curse me. Can I, like...
You become a real boy.
Yes! Finally!
Father!
I want to swivel, like, the axe, like, the handle to the axe head, like, goes up and down. I just want to, like, observe the this unnatural reflection.
Alright. As you hold it properly, the pommel of it, like the grip in your hands, you can feel an energy sort of sap into you. Not a necessarily bad feeling, but just catches you unaware. What's your faith?
My base faith?
Yep.
11.
11? Okay. I want you to roll... 11, okay. I want you to roll a faith check and a resist coercion check.
Go, go, go. You can do it.
Luckily I put a ton of points into resist coercion. I've got 12 coercion, so that should be good. So am I doing faith first and then resist, or?
Yeah, just first to understand what is happening to you, and second to see if you can resist it or not.
14 for
14.
the faith check.
Okay.
And a 17 for the resist.
Ooh, okay. So,
Did any of those fail? Did they fail by only 2? Because I still have that fail safe.
actually, yes, the second one did.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's interesting. So, at first, you don't really notice what this feeling is, but you feel like it's akin to your dreams, at least. Your visions that you've been given. But you aren't able to immediately discern what it is, and you can feel a presence that starts creeping up your arms and wants you to do something really bad. It wants you to kill Sylvine. It wants you to take the axe, walk over to her, and smash her in the head with it.
Please don't.
But as soon as that feeling creeps up your neck, it creeps back down again into the weapon. And then you look back down at the weapon, and it's no longer dusty anymore. It's rusted, but it's not dusty anymore.
Probably nothing. Hey, what'd you find over there, Sylvian?
The spider web was it hurt my skin.
You put your hand in the spider jar?
I thought I could pick it up and it didn't work. Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just really painful, you know? Oh. And I also took a couple hits from that spider before, too. Haven't really been hit before, you know? They usually go for you.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't really be hitting women, so I guess that's a good thing you haven't been hit, but...
Thanks for taking that blow for me before, too. That was
It's
terrifying. Yes. Such valor. It's amazing. Did it hurt?
Hurt is subjective. It was a tingly thin sensation, but I wouldn't say it's painful.
Oh. What have you got there?
A new weapon, it appears.
Oh, that's good.
A bit rusted, though. It looks like it hasn't seen the light of day in a long time, but it should be a good replacement.
Yeah, at least it's attached to the pommel, you know.
Yeah. I want to, spin it and, look at the reflection.
Can I see it?
Yeah, you can see it. It's reflecting as if it's a pristine golden relic, you know, like it's
Wow.
strange.
That's
I know
quite
you're-
peculiar.
I know you're young, but you up on the capital. Have you seen anything like this before?
Have I?
No, you've never seen anything
nothing like
this.
this. I've been in the armory too, and yeah, nothing that shines like that.
I wonder what why she possesses it.
Yes, though I feel like people like her have all sorts of things. Like this burning cobwebs that I happen to touch. But
So,
who knew it actually was her and they were about to execute the correct person?
Yeah.
I'm glad they
guess.
didn't, though.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. I've never seen anyone disappear like that into the ground. Where did she say she wanted to... She was going? A cave or something?
Yes, to the Gossamer mine where the spiders were found, where they'd been eating the wyverns. But she asked us to ask the Shikari if he knew how to help her. But if we tell him and he doesn't know, he'll go kill her. So we have to be careful what we reveal to him.
Yes, but he is also an outsider, and he seemed pretty smart. I think he might understand the situation.
I hope so. He met Elvine. He knew she was nice.
True. But hey, both of us are here. If he tries anything, we'll just stop him.
Yes. Slightly peacefully.
Sure, we'll go with that.
So let's go look
Okay.
for him then. Maybe we
Yeah,
could
so-
catch up Vandrel.
Oh, yeah. Vandro. That's a good idea. Should we go get him first?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't
Let's
want to
update
waste
him in what's
Curry's
happening.
time. Though, also, I hope he hasn't done anything to the boy now that we know the boy is innocent.
Yeah. We need to check on that.
Yes. But I don't think we should be revealing anything to the Jarl.
Oh, no. No. We won't be doing that, don't worry.
Oh, good. Well, let's go then. No time to
Hmm.
waste.
Cool.
Unless it's
still,
a break, because it's been 3
yeah.
hours.
We're
I'm
actually
still gonna
almost
have
finished. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, you guys have done things very quickly, so we're actually almost done.
Yay! We're amazing.
So, do you guys just go back to the tavern, or?
Yeah, we're gonna go find Vandrel.
Okay.
I would like to actually, because I've still got my hammerhead.
Go to
On
the
the way
blacksmith.
back, I would like just to go past the blacksmith if possible.
He's gonna be like, what happened? I tried
Yeah.
to squish a petrified spider and my hammer broke.
Eventually, you guys make your way back there, and you walk up with a rusted great axe, a broken pommel of an axe of your hammer, and the hammer itself. And he just looks at you, and he just drops his hammer and the swords he was holding. What did you do? You broke your.
It's fine. I was curious how much you charge for an appraisal.
I'm not doing anything. I've got to deal with these weapons and this armor. Come back tomorrow. No, you know what? Come back.
I'm gonna throw the hammerhead onto the ground in front of him. You can have it if you tell me what this axe is.
You've got a broken axe in your hand. That's what you got.
No. What material is it made of? It's what I'm asking.
Bring
I'll
it here
hold it
then.
out.
Ugh. Oh. Well, that's a bit curious, isn't it? How it catches the light like that.
Ever seen it before?
Can't say I have, but well, if it's doing that, then it's probably some form of enchanted weapon, I suppose. But I've never dealt with one. Where'd you find it?
Enchanted. It was just in the cave.
What cave?
One
The cave.
north of here.
Like, oh no, it was actually a mine. Mind your own business.
Mine on the what? What's the name of the mine?
Mind your own business. It's a very long name.
Mind your own business.
Hmm.
Well, I can't say I heard of that one, but well, you're lucky. If you clean that up, it might make a decent weapon. Wonder what sort of enchantment's on it.
Well, thank you. Have a good day.
Okay then. See you later.
Cool.
As you guys turn around, Suvios is standing there.
Oh, perfect. We
But
were
he's
looking for you.
like, almost not there to talk to you guys. He sort of brushes past the both of you before you like go to speak, and he just pushes past you.
What happened with the
Hey, look.
boy?
What?
What happened with the boy?
What boy?
The boy we sent you to see.
Oh. Yeah, he'd cursed the child.
What?
He'd cursed his own, well, sister, I suppose. He renounced it. Thankfully.
Oh. I don't... Oh, okay. I whispered to Baldric, I don't think he knows what he's talking about.
Wait, where did you get that? And he points down at your axe.
In mine.
Why does it matter?
Let me have a look at that.
Why?
And he walks up to you. Because that's enchanted. And I just want to make sure that you aren't going to curse yourself.
No.
Anyway, he turns and looks back to Halor. Did you know about this thing with Eskil's wife? I didn't know anything. No idea. Alright. Well, that's me done. And he turns and starts heading back towards the tavern.
Oh, we're going there too. Let's all have a chat.
And as he's walking away, he stops again and then turns to the both of you and his eyebrows furrow. What happened to the woman, Alvin?
We got her out of town, like you said.
He looks down at the state of you guys at the moment, and then looks at the broken hammer, and then the axe. Did you run into any trouble while you were helping her out of town?
Not particularly, but I did trip into a spider web.
Do you want to try, deceive him? Legit?
I don't know.
Intelligence deceit, if you want to try get away with it?
Saying
And
that
be
I tripped into a
convincing.
spider web.
No, just convincingly, nonchalantly, just say, yeah, no, we had no problems. Up to you if you want.
I guess.
Okay.
I'm
roll for
saying
it.
what I'm saying, so. I don't know how to do it. Let's see. What do I roll?
Intelligence deceit.
Intelligence, deceit. I have no deceit because I'm a nice person. 14.
Oh.
He looks at both of you. You know, I heard that these disappearances picked up in frequency around the time that you two came.
Wow, that's very interesting. Let's talk about that at the tavern.
Sure. You can buy me a drink.
Okay.
And he starts walking over to the tavern.
Oh, how rude. Wow. I guess I go there too.
Alright.
Yep.
Eventually, the three of you find your way into the tavern. You have to push past a whole lot of people, and you can now see that there's allotted standing space in the tavern. As basically every single seat has been filled. They have extra stools at the counter that they've set up so people are squished in shoulder to shoulder, like rush hour in Tokyo on the trains, and everyone's sat down that possibly could be, and then everyone's that's standing in the space that possibly could be is, and you guys just managed to make your way into the counter.
Well,
Pushing
there's nowhere
past
to talk, is there?
In one of our rooms, I guess.
Can we see Vandrell in there?
Roll an awareness check, one of you.
I don't know how to do it.
Intelligence awareness.
13.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah, initially, you can't really see, and the chat is too loud, but then, off to your left, who but the person that you're looking for, Vandrell, steps out on the stage. And everyone looks over. And that person off to your left, he sort of leans in. Is that the bard from Erosia? Yeah. This is my first time seeing him. I'm so excited. And they turn and they focus in on Vandrell, and he walks out on stage. And he bows very royally, and he gets a few claps, nothing crazy.
I want to go, woo, Vandrell!
Everyone goes silent and looks over at you, and Vandrel looks over you. Hey! Sylvine! Oh, Baldric! Hi!
Do your best.
Woo!
I would like to leave and go and head to Anna's room. Anna and Arena.
Yeah, there are too many people. You would not be able to get to the other side of the tavern. You would have to...
I am going to shove my way through.
Okay. Vandrel steps forward.
Move.
And he looks to be getting out something ready to, I don't know, notes or lyrics or whatever. But as you're pushing through, Baldric, you push about 3 people in, and then the next guy that you're about to push looks up at you, and then just staring at you.
Do I know him?
No, he's just a guy, but he's noticed you this time, so he's just looking up at you, and he's got his arms folded.
Oh, as I'm passing through them, I'm putting my hand on people's shoulders and using that to force my way forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put my hand over his face and just shove it to the side and just continue moving.
As you go to you get your hand on his head. It's very easy, but he goes to punch you in the stomach.
He's gonna punch a
You want
rock.
a brawling fight?
All right, 14. What do you roll?
Brawling check against it, is it?
Yeah.
20.
So he goes to strike you, and dong, it just bounces off you. Ah, you bastard! But then his friend to the side of him turns around. Hey, what's going on? And he goes to hit you as well.
Do I notice any of this as I'm just pushing through them?
Well, the guy that you've got your hand on his head right now, you have moved forward, but you've got basically people turning one by one to look and see what's going on. And at least one other person, as you're pushing forward now, is going to strike you. Right,
Am I rolling again?
Yeah, keep rolling, yep.
Okay, 22.
Yeah, he goes to move forward and you just push and he bounces off of you. Guy off to the right, as you move up, he turns around and he goes to hit you as well.
Excuse me, move.
Oh, we got a
side.
They need water. No, paper. Paper beats rock.
This guy's got paper, it seems.
I only got a 1. Oh, you could have failed.
Oh, I got crit fail.
You
Crit
trip.
success and crit fail. Yeah.
7. Yeah, he got a 19, not too big a lot. But anyway, you move forward and then you see this guy who was sitting down. He stands up and he's actually almost your height. And he turns. And he's an Ogryn. Or at least half Ogryn. Who are basically the nemesis of your race. They are the ape-like guys. And he's a little bit shorter than you, but he's huge. And he turns. Punches you in the face. And you fly backwards onto those people you just pushed past. And so they were going to try to get you again, and they were all huddled around behind you, and you fall and smash on all of them. And then people would just start jumping on, and there's a huge bar fight that just ensues. Tavern wide, everyone just starts punching each other, and Vandrel's like, I wrote a song, but everyone is already just punching each other on the ground.
No! Baldric, you've ruined his moment!
Oh.
Play
His GM ruined his moment.
No! You don't push through a Japanese level crowd. Just doesn't happen.
I've seen the trains. You just gotta shove your way through. It's the only way you're getting on.
No, you don't get through. They have to shove you into the doors so the doors can close, but you can't get through anywhere.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's their issue.
Yeah.
As this is happening, just go back to Sylvain, and Suvius is just standing there and he's just waiting to be served. There's kind of like a line, but there's kind of just people crowded around the counter, and then when there's a space, someone will move in, so you're just kind of waiting. You wanted to talk to me about something, or what?
Well, it seems people are distracted now, so I guess we could have a conversation and not be heard.
Yeah. Oh, and he reaches out and stops a glass from hitting you in the head. And then puts it down.
What a
on the
gentleman,
counter.
thank you. I wanted to ask about these curses you've been talking about.
Ugh! And he dodges a hit. Yep.
Are there any curses that you know that affect Churferites?
Yeah, of course.
Could
You
you
mean,
tell
like,
me about
Oof.
them?
Dithrakir curses?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, there are many. Many.
How does one get a Dithrakia curse?
Oh, well. Most of those sorts of monsters, they're normally just like you beforehand, but when something
Exactly.
awful, incredibly awful happens to them, they're consumed. Well, if they are consumed by Black Dharma, they become twisted creatures.
So how could you bring them back?
Bring them back? Ooh.
Yeah.
Not very well versed in that, I'm afraid, but I'm normally just the one who kills them. But I have heard that there are certain rituals that you can perform if you can cleanse them of the guilt and the terrible thing that happened to them.
How could you do that? Is it a kind of magic?
In a way, yes, in a way. Sometimes the best thing for them is to die. A lot of them just want to be killed.
That's awful. We should help them all the more then.
Well, at least the few that I've come across, they just wanted to be reunited with, the loved one that they lost, the child that they that died.
Who
Things like
wouldn't? That doesn't mean we let them die.
Look, I'm just paid to deal with.
Could you help me? Could you tell me what to do?
I'm sorry. Did you know of one?
No. But I am a Churferite, and what if that ever happened to me or my family? I would want somebody to help. I want the knowledge so that I could help people like me.
Is there something you're not telling me?
No? Though we just met, there's probably a lot you don't know.
Right. In that case, it really depends on what you're dealing with, so I'd need to know specifically what kind. Otherwise, we'll be here for days.
Well, for example, like there were spiders recently. What if something like that happened, where someone had some kind of spider curse?
That's interesting. Very interesting.
I'd never heard of anything like that before. But I imagine, like, a Churferite could turn into a spider if we can get other animal traits, right?
Yes, well, you're probably thinking of or talking about, without really knowing much about it, the curse of the Arachna, or Arachna.
Yes, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Does it?
Yes.
Interesting. Well, there are tales from the desert where the Selkit people dwell. You will know about them. They're the sort of tribal insectoid Churferites. Keep to themselves. Don't mingle with our society.
Yes.
There were... Selkits who moved from the desert when the kingdom Ishvaria was destroyed. They settled around here. Darman, Araloth, even Romania. And then there were stories not long after of children going missing in the night, taken by...
Why?
Well, I'll get to that.
I'm sorry, continue.
These children were taken by tall, pale women in billowing dresses, almost exclusively. The children would be found in the forest days later, eaten alive, with their insides sucked out. But
That's awful.
they are not Dothraki in the normal sense of what I've dealt with. They are much stronger. They are almost unique in the fact that they use other monsters for their bidding. In this case, Arkna, when he dodges again, they are not so easy to deal with. Other Dothraki you can deal with by just going and killing them or whatever, but these ones, they have almost an entire army at their disposal. Sure you know what I mean.
I can imagine.
If there's an Arkna up at a Gossamer mine, it means that she's killed the previous brood mother of those spiders and replaced her. Those
You
spiders
think there
don't
is
know
one?
any different. Your questions are too suspicious.
What?
What do you know?
I don't know anything. I just wanted to know, if you know so much about curses, how would you reverse one?
Look, this is the first time in this entire town I've heard of someone who exclusively knows the only monster that could possibly be doing what's been going on here. How do you know?
How would I know what?
About Arkna. You've come
Because
across one before?
No, I'm a Churferite. I've heard some stories. I want to know how to reverse a curse.
Like I said, you need to relieve them of their grief, their suffering. Whatever form that is, whatever they've lost, whatever terrible thing happened to them, you need to cathartically help them to move on.
How is that possible?
I don't know. That's not what I get paid for. I just get paid to kill them. Wench!
Well,
Tavern wench! Ale! And Esther kind of turns. Oh, you're a bastard, monster hunter! And she turns and scuttles away.
So when someone is in such pain that they can't control their sadness, you kill them?
Not always, but sometimes that's all I can do.
Oh.
Is there anything else you need?
No. I'm fine.
Alright, he pushes past you and walks up to the counter and leans in waiting for his ale. Now, Baldric, and this time you have been pushed down again. You've been... You've pushed through another 20 people, but eventually... you get very close to where the door is. Are you still heading for that, or do you want to do something else? Okay.
Yeah, still just pushing my way forward.
Okay. Yeah, eventually you can push through and you get up to the door.
And I catch my breath and stand back up. Okay. Knock on the door.
Alright. Behind you, a voice calls, "Oi!"
And turn around and look at it.
And you can see there's a little weaselly fat man, very greasy face, and he looks up. Nothing. And he turns and just heads back into the crowd.
I'll turn back to the door and knock again.
Alright. No answer.
I'd like to try the door.
Yeah, it opens.
I'd like to walk inside.
Alright, you push the door open, and inside is a man and a woman, and they are making out. Oh! And they push each other off, and the guy stands up and looks around. Hey, close the door!
Apologies. Shuffle out and close the door.
Jeez! Alright, and you hear it, lock go across.
I'm gonna try and make my way to the counter to find her. where Esther is. And I'd like to death glare the fat guy as I walk past, the little shriveled fat guy.
Right, you walk past, he sees, and he turns away. Some drinks from his tankard. Eventually, you make your way back to the counter, and eventually the fighting stops. Those who lost really badly are knocked out at this point, and those who won big fights are being patted on the back, and everyone's cheering. Yeah! And it's just now getting more towards nightfall.
Is Vandro playing yet?
Vandrel has been waiting this entire time, like 10-15 minutes, and he's just sitting there on the edge of the stage. And then eventually everyone quietly recognizes that there's someone sitting there, and he sees everyone looking. Oh, yes, it's my time. And he leaps up to his feet. I have a new song! And before anyone can even start conversation, they turn and see him. Oh, it's the bard, isn't it? Yep, alright. Again. And he pulls out this little piece of parchment. And he smiles at everyone. I wrote this song just the other day. The lyrics have been with me for a very long time. But it was only today, now that the problems in the town of Varlon have been, well, thanks to yours truly and some others who helped me, they have been solved. Yes, worry no more. But first I will regale you with a song. I call it The Welford Mountains. And everyone looks around. Oh, okay. Sounds like an interesting song about Erloth, maybe. Yeah, it sounds kind of good. Yeah. And you can see behind Sylvain, you Sylvain and Baldric, as you come through, the Jarl himself comes in with 2 guards.
Oh.
And he sees you, Sylvain and Baldric, and he nods at you and filters into the crowd. And Vandrel steps forward. And he pulls out his sitar, attaches it to his arm, ring, and strums on it. And now let's see just how well he does.
You're gonna sing it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yay! I'm
18.
excited then.
He is going to use all his luck.
Mm.
24!
Yay.
Woo!
Woo!
Alright. Ring! He strums on it, and he lurches forward. And people like kind of lean forward as he does as well, and they're like waiting in anticipation, and he stops for a second. Almost like he's not going to perform, and he looks at everyone. Locks eyes with the crowd, smiles, bring, bring, ding, 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 starts strumming away at this sitar, and it sounds like so strange, and it's like a guitar that's purposely out of tune. And he strums away at it, and he goes, to be the very best, ding, 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 and people start kind of nodding their head. One must first pass the test, ding, ding, ding. One must make it all the way to the top of the old mountain. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, we can do it once again. Ding, ding, ding. To feel the Welford wings. Ding, ding, ding. And people are starting to bang their tankards on the table. But one must first learn how to fly and taketh unto the sky. Starts picking up in tempo, and everyone starts ding, ding, ding. People start standing up. Da dum da da dum dum dum. Da dum da da dum dum dum. Da dum da da dum dum da dum 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 da da dum dum. And people start standing up and start swashing their drinks around in their tankards and compying each other and jumping around. And people start standing up and locking arms. To be the very best. Dun 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 dun. One must first pass the test. One must make it all the way to the top of the old mountain. It starts picking up in tempo faster and faster. Yes, we can do it once again. Din, din, din. To feel the Welford winds. Din, din, din. Now people start joining in. Everyone starts singing. But one must first learn how to fly and taketh unto the sky. Dum dum da da dum dum dum. Dum dum da da dum dum dum. Dum dum da da dum dum da dum dum dum. And It carries on and carries on, and he keeps on singing, and everyone's joining in. And that fills the background for the next 10 to 15 minutes or so, over and over and over again, and he is just having a blast. People are throwing iron and silver at him, and he is just catching all of it in his huge hat. What are you two doing?
I'm clapping and singing along.
Yeah, I've turned to Esther if I've managed to get to her.
Yeah. Yeah, Esther, although she's fixated on what's going on, she turns, oh, yes, what can I do for you, Baldric?
I'm looking for Anna and Irina. Have you seen them?
No, actually, I don't know where they went. Yeah, they did leave a few hours ago now, yeah.
They seem hurried at all?
The head priestess did in fact seem a little bit sorry. She did in fact seem a little bit distracted, but Arna seems to be a lot better this morning. Yeah.
It's good to hear. I'll let you get back to the music. Thank you.
All right. Dum dum da dum 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 dum. She just turns back and starts humming along.
I'd like to head outside. Just get some fresh air because it's a bit crowded in here.
All right. And Sylvain, you're still jumping along and dancing?
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Oh, the music went. That's weird. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine.
We had music. It got jealous.
Yeah, we
It
had
was like,
music.
oh, this is better.
Just keep saying background. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, you make your way outside Baldric, and you can see leaning against sort of the opposite post to where you come out there is Viga Ulfric.
I'm gonna give him a friendly nod.
Evening.
On duty, are you?
Just keep an eye on things.
You still concerned?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think this town will ever be safe. There's always gonna be
Is
something.
any town safe?
No. No town is safe. And Varlon's always had its troubles being at the foot of the mountain. We've even had troubles from off the other way. But I'm glad that you're here. You and the woman.
You're glad what, sorry?
I'm glad that you're here. That you've been here to
Oh.
help us.
Thank you. We appreciate it. I don't suppose you happened to see Irina and Anna at all today, in the last couple of hours or so?
Irina? Yes, but Arna, I think. I may have been mistaken, but I think I saw her leaving town.
Leaving town? What direction?
North.
North. Where did you see Irina?
Wait, no, not north. South. Yeah, I think it was south. Yeah, towards the capital.
And you're positive about that?
Yeah. Positive.
And Irina? Did she head to the church?
I believe so, yeah, but she seemed a little bit under the weather.
Can you blame her?
Well, no, but now that things are hopefully back to normal, at least I hope they will be.
They should be.
Sorry, I meant to did the Jarl talk to you?
Yeah. I think I saw him come into the tavern just before, but looks like he's a bit distracted with the music. Everyone is.
Yeah, that bard sure knows how to play that, whatever that is, that instrument.
It surprised me, that's for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, that's me.
Hmm.
And he kicks off of the
Have a good
post
night.
and heads out into the road. Markets and stuff are still going. People are still trading and whatnot. But Sylvine, back inside, you're jumping around and singing and joining in, and a guard taps you on the shoulder.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Yes?
The Jarl would like to have a word with you and your friend, the mercenary.
Oh, I'm not quite sure where he's gotten off to. Have you seen him?
I think he went outside.
All right, let's meet outside then.
Alright then. And the guards turn to go outside, and yeah, firstly, the Jarl comes out, and you see this, Baldric. The Jarl sort of hobbles outside, and he turns to you. I was wondering where
Evening.
you went off to. Evening. I was hoping to
What are
talk
you
to
doing?
you and your... there, yes.
And what are you doing out and about? Shouldn't you be all safe and protected in your big castle?
No, I wanted to talk to the both of you, actually.
Am I out
Well?
there now?
Yeah, and you come out with the guards after a few seconds.
What is
Hello?
it?
Well, with everything that's been going on, and the help that you have given this town, I'm sorry about the discussion earlier with the Shikari, the monster hunting man. He's quite dreadful, and I don't really care for his presence. He's already scared 10 to 20 people around the town.
Oh, really?
And so it made me a lot... I've been reflecting today. I have a proposition for the both of you, if you would indulge me.
Okay.
It's been a while since this town has had what we would call warriors. Those who are far beyond the purview of the city guard. They defend the outer realms of Varlon and whatnot.
A warrior?
Yes. A hero, if you will.
And you're saying you want us to be warriors?
No, you already are warriors. You already are. But I have a proposition in the form of a title. You see,
Oh.
to the southeast of Varlon is Felrest Keep. It was lorded over centuries ago by my forefathers, and though we haven't lived there for some time, it is in small disarray, nothing that can't be handled. Great warriors such as yourselves who can handle what you have handled would do well to perhaps stay, if you would indulge my asking of you.
You want us to live in this area?
If you don't have anything else to do. You see, I don't have a lot of silver to give. I've already paid quite a lot, but if you stay for the next 3 days, at least, protect Varlon, ensure that no ill will befalls it, that the harvest festival goes off without a pitch, and the people are protected. I will grant both of you the deed to Felrest Keep.
It's just I usually live with my family.
Oh,
You
right.
would want me to leave my family to live here?
No, I wouldn't want to force anything on you, but... Well...
I'll consider it, of course. What a lovely offer.
Well, thank you then. How about you, sir? Baldric?
What are the conditions in staying in this place?
The conditions that you act with the same metal you have thus far, but I would hope that you at least try to afford me the titles that are of my own. That of Jarl. But you would, of course, be granted more liberties within the area.
Would you be providing us armor?
Oh, I would provide all sorts of things if you stayed.
Hmm.
We would first have the keep cleaned and tended to. A lady such as yourself will... Well, I'll probably be able to get someone sent from the capital, no doubt.
Oh.
Well, I have plans in the capital that I need to deal with. And I also have a community at the foot of the mountains. I am happy to accept this title if I am able to travel and continue with my quest and also invite my family to the keep.
Yes, of course. Anything. Just so long as we know that we have people like you around.
I understand.
I may be getting old, and perhaps a little senile, and the guards kind of look at each other with wide eyes like, what the heck is he doing? But I believe I am a good judge of character, much like my father was. He was once like you, and he protected these realms. And I hope I can trust others. You see, near the foot of the mountain, mere guards are not enough. We need warriors who can protect us, who can watch out for the villages beyond. And so I also bequeath to you this map.
Ooh.
And one of the guards pulls out from behind this huge scroll, like A2 sized, basically. And if you give me just a moment, I can bring it up. You should be able to see that now. Oh, stream taking a while.
Oh.
There we go. So, and down at the bottom you can see Varlon, and off to the southeast is Fellrest Keep. And you can also see the abandoned villa you've been to, and up to the far northwest is Gossamer Mine. And he sort of beckons you. Yes, please, yes. Anyway, it's cold out here, and I want to do a little bit of shopping at the markets, so think about it.
Yes, thank you for your gracious offer.
And also tell the bard, by the way, he's actually a lot better than I thought, and it might be good to keep him around for morale.
Hmm.
Anyway, evening. And he turns and leaves.
Well,
Oh, okay.
so
Yes?
can we walk and talk as we head to the church?
Oh, why are we going to the church?
It appears your friend has left town.
What, Anna?
Yes.
Oh no.
Ulfric said that she left through the southern gate, probably to the capital earlier on today.
Why would she go?
Great question, and that's why I want to go speak to Irina.
Yes, well, let's go then.
So as we're walking, heading up to church, what did the monster hunter say? Did you get the information we needed?
Not really. He said only what I would expect, which is you have to help them feel forgiven or take their guilt away. But that's not a spell. It's not something I can read in a book and just cast.
Well, you seem to have some effect on her when you were calling out to her. Maybe there's something in words, not just spells.
Yes, but what could I say that I haven't said? I don't even
I'm a
know how
simple
she
man.
lost her daughter. Maybe
Maybe someone around it
Vandrel
does.
knows. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That-
we'll let him finish up for the night, and we'll head to the church, and we'll talk to him later.
Yes.
Okay, we'll head over to the church, good sir.
Yeah, eventually you find your way into the church. It looks like they've repaired a lot of the damage that was done to it, and you can see Irina's already she's basically the only priestess in there right now, and she is sweeping vigorously and looks to have been doing a lot of the work herself, just by herself, and she's sweeping away. And she notices you, Baldric, and then stops and just freezes. What? What do you want?
Answers. Answers to some questions.
No, I'm done answering you. Leave me be. Be gone.
I'm just going to walk in quite menacingly towards her, dead-eyed. And then as I get right up to her, if she hasn't run away, I would like to just put my hand on her shoulder. Not at all hard or anything, but just rest it on her shoulder.
Alright, she just freezes in the spot, clutching the broom tightly. To what questions?
Why did Anna leave?
Why did... That's none of your business.
Why isn't it?
Because it's her life to live. Doesn't need to tell anybody where she's gone.
And I believe her and Sylvine were very good friends. I believe it'd be nice if her friend knew where she was going.
And Miss Sylvain, do you care about this?
Of course I do. Is something wrong? Why has Anna gone?
She kind of shakes away your shoulder and slowly puts the broom up against the wall, and then leans against one of the columns holding up the roof. Folds her arms. Arna, she was very troubled, you know. She came to me all burnt up, almost to a crisp, and we helped her, we healed her. She's a pyromancer, you see, from up north, from Romania. She helped many excommunicated sorcerers escape. There's a bit of an inquisition going on right now up there, and sorcerers who don't join the Artes Magicae, the magical school, are excommunicated and hanged for treason, things like that, and she helped them escape down here. She had family, but then they were killed too, so she was on the run, and she found her way here, and now she wants to go, and well, I'm not really sure what she wants to do, but that's her life to live, and I wasn't in the place to tell her otherwise.
Has she gone to the capital?
I don't know. She may have gone to the capital to meet up with her friends who live there, or she's gone back to Romania to help others escape. I don't know.
Why wouldn't she talk to me, though? We're friends.
Have you known her that long?
I think so.
Well, Arna had a way of making friends everywhere she went, but just as soon as she did, she would disappear again.
I guess I don't have any real friends then.
Well, neither do I, if it's any consolation.
Well, you have a bad personality. I turn and leave.
Mind. She's had a rough day. Very,
By
very
Suna!
rough.
She's...
Listen, I have something else to ask as well. Quite serious, and I'd like to hold out the axe towards her. Don't touch it. There's something wrong with this axe.
She starts walking away slowly.
With my hand that was on her shoulder, I apply pressure into it now to hold her.
Get that thing away from
okay.
me! I don't want anything to do with that. Where did you find that?
Doesn't matter.
That was supposed
All
to be
I wanna know
destroyed.
is
It was supposed to
what
be
it is.
destroyed. I knew it.
Just give me some answers, that's all.
What you have in your hands is a relic of the god Monas. A weapon that seeks blood and takes blood. And if you're not careful, it'll take over you as well.
I did feel that earlier. I was able to resist it, but I was hoping some way to remove this so-called blessing.
She starts cackling. Oh, Baldric, you'll soon come to know that there is no doing of such things. Our fates have long been determined, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. The same goes for weapons and armor and spells and sorcery. We're all just parts of a bigger whole. And it seems if such a weapon has found its possession, found itself into your possession, then, well, I can only wish you luck, that you are not consumed.
I hope so.
Oh, I think your voice cut out. I
Axe
don't hear
forward,
anything.
like closer to her. Apply.
Oh,
Yeah, your mic is cutting out.
How much did you hear?
I heard X to her.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I thought I hold the axe a little bit closer to her. My hand on her shoulder, apply like a lot more pressure, and then I want to lean forward and whisper in her ear. What were you hiding yesterday?
This poor woman.
do you mean in me chambers?
Yes. You were looking for something.
Why do you make the business of others yours so much?
Because you don't seem to be, well, as much as as a head priestess, I expected a lot more, and you seem to be hiding something. You don't seem to be what you claim to be.
Look, I wasn't always a priestess. I lived a life I wasn't proud of before, but I turned myself around and I try my best. Now get your hand off of me, or I will have you removed from this village.
I want to place like the axe, sort of rest the hilt on resting on her other shoulder. What are you hiding, woman?
I have nothing else to say to you. Do what you will.
Okay, I would like to shout right in her face, pure like intimidation. What are you hiding?
Roll an intimidation, +2.
21.
All right, I'll tell you. All right. Years ago, when I first became head priestess, a woman came to me. You know, the woman they arrested the other day, Elvine? She came to me and she just lost her child and she was seeking... No, she hadn't lost her child. She was with child, yes. Yes, she was with her child. She was pregnant, I believe, yes. And then... Well, I couldn't help her, could I? I'd never dealt with turferites or anything like that. She was from, well, I don't know where, but at least somewhere near Arosia. She'd come over. And I couldn't stop what happened, as sad as it was. But the child did not make it.
What do you mean?
The
You mean
child
like
died.
he was already dead, or he was born and died?
I don't actually know because I wasn't there when the little turferite was born. But all I know is that the baby died Before or after?
So what were you looking for in your room?
I kept something of the child's. She gave it to me when it happened. She said that she appreciated all I could have done and that the child would have been a child of Suma. But she didn't get to be, and so she left something here with the church, and I took it.
Can we have it?
But you see, that's what she came and took.
What do you mean?
The other day when the church was attacked, those invisible creatures, they came, arrived in magic, necromancy. They came and they took it.
What was it?
And she kind of looks away for a little bit.